And good evening, everybody. Welcome to SNSN Sports continuing coverage of high school football. Tonight, we are at Pregame Field in Windham, Connecticut, as the Windham Whippets play host to the Griswold Wolverines. My name is Mike Minarski, along with Sean McFadden. What's up, Sean?
How we doing, Mike?
We're doing pretty good. It's a beautiful night for some football.
I'll tell you what, you couldn't ask for a better night. Not just a better night, but it's also going to be a great matchup. Windham coming in today 2-0 against Griswold at 1-1. Griswold had their first week. To me, is pretty much a state powerhouse in Sheehan. So they took a tough loss there, bounced back last week, expected to win against Montville. You get Windham in week one, a tough come-from-behind victory against Notre Dame Prep.
Yep.
A hard-fought battle. And then they followed up with a win over New London, 48-28. So even though the record's a little bit different, I think this could be a very even matchup.
So we talked to Nate Olin, SNSN's Nate Olin talked to Coach Wilcox from Griswold right before the game, and to get a little insight on what he feels is going to be happening tonight and what they need to do. Here's that interview with Coach Wilcox.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to Windham, Connecticut for an exciting game this evening. We have the Griswold Wolverines versus the Windham Whippets. With me right now is Coach Wilcox of Griswold. Coach, what can we expect tonight from your squad?
It's going to be a hard-hitting game. Windham and us are very similar. We play the same kind of football, tough nose, and it's going to be some good hits.
And speaking of good hits, I'm told that you have some key injuries on your team coming into this game. Can you tell me how that's going to affect your game plan and what the plan is?
I think everybody's okay for the game. Everybody's been cleared, so I think we're good. I think we're at full strength.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach. I hope you have a great game tonight.
Have a good one.
Back to you in the booth.
So, talking about Griswold, they have, I think, Sean, I think they have a better team on the field than maybe a lot of people don't realize that they have. Like, for example, they did lose to Sheehan, but you had said, also to your point, that they are a state powerhouse. But let's put this into perspective just a little bit right now. We know how powerful Killingly is perennially, correct?
Correct.
All right. Well, that game, it was Killingly and Sheehan that has started at 6:30. Sheehan's already up 7-0.
Right.
So
it goes to show you the difference between that side of the state and this one.
Exactly. So same thing with Griswold losing to Sheehan and then pretty much blowing out Montville.
Exactly.
So
and it's expected win, and they played it how they should, and so there was no surprise in that game.
So the first time we actually saw the Windham Whippets was against Notre Dame Prep, which we were here. It was a game that was streamed right here on SNSN. Good game. And the Whippets, they didn't show up until the second half, it seemed.
Exactly. I mean, they came out, they were flat, lots of mistakes. But the whole good thing in that is they kept Notre Dame within reach. There's only a one touchdown lead going into the half. So they came back from a 12-point deficit and ended up having a great inside the 5-yard line defensive stand, which sealed the deal and got a great win. So
tonight is also youth night here at Pregame Field in Windham. And we had a chance, actually, Nate Olin had a chance to talk to some of the cheerleaders that are going to be out there cheering tonight for the Whippet faithful. Let's go on down to the field right now with Nate Olin and some of the cheerleaders.
Welcome back to Windham, Connecticut. Here we have an exciting game. We have Griswold versus Windham Whippets. With me are our head coaches for our cheer squad, and I understand it's youth night tonight. Ladies, tell me a little bit about what that is.
So youth night is to come out and celebrate all of the youth leagues. So we have the minis, the micros, the juniors, and the seniors out here tonight with the high school girls.
Very cool. And what kind of routines will they be doing, or is the youth league just trying to learn to see what it's going to be like when they finally come up to the school level?
So I would say it's a little bit of both. We're going to have our senior girls cheering alongside the seniors. They're paired up like a big sister kind of a thing. And then our senior girls are going to put on a show for halftime, so you'll have to stick around and wait for that.
Any hints of what's coming at halftime that you can give our fans?
A lot of energy, a lot of spirit, and yeah, probably the best that this league has seen thus far.
The bar has been set. We're looking forward to a great halftime performance. Back to you in the booth.
So one of the things that, of course, we talked to Coach Wilcox out on the field. Well, Nate Olin did. He also got some pre-word stuff from trying to get Coach Prose, but Coach Prose was still in the locker room. We couldn't get him. But we did have an opportunity to speak to the athletic director here at Windham High School, and that would be Zach Konopka. So here's some pregame thoughts from the athletic director, Zach Konopka, and talking to Nate Olin.
Welcome back to another fine night here in Windham. We are getting ready for our kickoff of Griswold versus Windham Whippets. I have Windham Athletic Director Zach Konopka with me. Zach, what can we expect tonight from the Whippets?
I think just continuation of what we had our first two games. We had great defense, and our offense really kicked it into high gear last week, so more of the same.
Now, Windham's off to an amazing 2-0 start in their first games here of the year. What do you think the key to their success has been, and how do they execute on it tonight?
Preparation. Those guys have been out there all summer working hard. We had great coaching staff getting them ready, scouting. They're ready to go.
Awesome. Look forward to seeing a great game. Thank you for taking a couple minutes to talk with us tonight, Zach. Back to you in the booth.
All right, so there is some pregame comments there from Mr. Konopka, the athletic director here in Windham. So, McFadden, let me ask you, what do you think? What do you think about tonight's game?
Oh, this is going to be this is
Good evening, folks.
maybe the home field advantage for Windham, but I'm going to have to go the depth. Griswold has more depth on their bench and might wear Windham out.
All right, here we go. Windham playing host to the Wolverines. Week 3 high school football. We got kickoff coming up in a minute right here on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
You try.
And we are back here at Ferrigno Field in Windham, Connecticut. We're just about ready to get everything going, and we have the national anthem coming up in a couple of minutes and the pregame announcements. Sean, I think you're going to find that this is going to be one heck of a ball game, like you said. I think this is probably going to be one of the better games that is out there tonight.
Absolutely, and it's not just this year. It's every year they have a tough battle. It's a big rivalry right here. I think last year they won by 1 touchdown. And
yeah.
It was a fight from the beginning to end. So
just an update, because we're going to keep an eye on some of the other games that are going on in the ECC, and especially Killingly. And the reason for that is because they're playing they're playing Sheehan, which is a state powerhouse. It was 7-0. Killingly recovered a fumble on their own 45, and they scored 4 points later. So it's 7-7 with 3:28. Left to go in the first.
So that should be a pretty good way to gauge Killingly, to see how they match up against Sheehan.
Well, actually, I'm trying to decipher my notes here, which is not good. I'm not a note guy, not at all. But so actually, Killingly, Sheehan scored first, and then they fumbled, and Everton Brown brought it in from 11 yards for Killingly. So 7-7. In Killingly as they host Sheehan tonight.
If Killingly wants to stay close, then they got to capitalize on every single mistake Sheehan makes, or else they'll let it get away from them.
It's kind of like tonight.
Exactly.
It's kind of like tonight. So, like, for example, I don't know what we're seeing. I haven't seen any kind of a lineup yet as far as if Cassidy's going to start or it's going to be Mills.
In warm-up, it looked like Kobe took most of the snaps. So
did he?
I'm going to say it's Kobe Mills.
So Cassidy, they're still trying to utilize. I was talking actually to his father, and they're trying to still want to utilize because he's got a big body, right? So they
lots
want to
of experience too.
Yeah, and they want to get him on the field as well. So he might not be able to throw the ball because I believe it was a dislocated finger or a dislocated thumb. It's one of the two. And
he did have a touchdown reception in the Montville game, I believe.
Did he really?
Yes.
Kid does it all.
It was good to see.
Does it all. He's being heavily recruited as well, too, which is nice. So we are just about ready for kickoff.
Windham's going to receive the ball. It's going to be a kick by Kobe Mills after the national anthem.
All right, the crowd's already into it, Sean.
That's right.
Already into it. The Whippet mascot, he's out there.
A lot bigger. Yep, crowd's going double the size from week 1.
Yeah. Which I'm surprised because that was a hot game.
It was.
That was a really good game, the game against Notre Dame Prep, which you can still watch if you go back here on SNSN Sports here on YouTube. That game is still up there. It'll stay there. It's not going anywhere. So you can review these games, as you choose. So.
I'll tell you what, I hope Windham is conditioned all week long because as they've got 3 to 4 big stars on their team, Griswold has got such great depth. So if somebody has to come out, that they're ready with the next guy up.
Yeah.
And then the next one and the next one. So.
Greg Wilcox, of course, the coach of Griswold. Of course, Division III in the ECC, and Coach Randall Prose, Division II there first, with the 2-0 record. So, all right, we're ready for the kickoff and for all the play-by-play. Here he is. It's the coach, Sean McFadden.
All right, Kobe Mills started on the 40-yard line with the kick. Back deep to receive is number 3, Deshaun Chapman, but it's a squib kick up the middle.
It looked like Evans DeRose just kind of intercepted it.
Yep. So that ball's all the way up to the 46-yard line of Windham. His little start.
What on God's earth is that?
It's the Rattler.
We got noisemakers tonight, kids. Oh, boy.
A couple hundred people in the crowd, and I picked the one right next to the Rattler.
Well, especially you and your near-death experiences
Oh,
and stuff
yeah.
lately.
Alvarado takes a snap, hands off to number 21, Julian Cruz, for a couple. Looks like he's going to gain about 3 on the play.
And, that's what you want to do. 3 yards, 3 yards, 4, 3, 3, 4, 3, 3, 4. Whatever way. Keep it on the ground.
Julian Cruz starts out. He's a senior captain. Number 21 gets a 3-yard gain to start the game. You know who I see on the defensive line at Griswold?
Oh.
Kiki
Boyce.
Getting bigger every year.
Somebody feeding him a sandwich.
They got number 8 at quarterback, Darian Jenkins.
Got about 2-3 more.
And
now we saw this team a couple weeks ago, against Notre Dame. And, it was the first game of the year. And like I said, it depends on, when if Notre Dame is going to show up in the first half. But we do realize that it was the first game of the year, and they got to figure stuff out.
Right, exactly.
So.
Figure out what's working, who to put where. That was Aziel Rodriguez on the carry. Gain of about 3, so we're going to go with third down and about 3 to go. Alvarado back. Oh, no, it's not. It's still
First down.
Yeah.
And then some.
It was Jenkins to Rodriguez for the first down in the Griswold territory on the 30-yard line, 33-yard line.
Rodriguez
is the big guy.
Fullback, senior.
Yep. Looks like they pulled Francisco Alvarado out of the game. I don't know if he's injured or not. He was in for one play. Now Darian Jenkins at quarterback. 2 split wide to the left. Handoff to number 3, Deshaun Chapman.
Found a hole.
About a 9-yard gain on the play. So far, Windham's moving the ball with ease on the ground.
Well, then again, remember, just like before, they're going to fill each other out for the first quarter.
Yep.
But I'll tell you, boy, Windham sure made some. They made some definite changes in the second half of that Notre Dame.
They did.
Game. Whew. Got to give it to Coach Prose that night.
Troy Moore, he split out left.
Straight up the middle.
That's all the way down to the 6-yard line. So that was a quarterback keeper right up the middle by Darian Jenkins.
Yeah, they're
found a hole.
Well, they found a few holes so far.
Yeah. So it looks like it's first and goal from the 9. Great timeout. That's a great timeout by Wilcox.
All right, timeout on the field. Windham is threatening to score in their first possession. We'll be back in a minute right here on SNSN Sports.
Strain Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com.
All right, we are back. Here comes Windham.
Cruz and Rodriguez in the backfield, split backs. Jenkins underneath the center. It's going to be a handoff wide.
That's
to Cruz.
And he's in.
And he ends. Touchdown, Windham. The first minute and a half of the first quarter.
That didn't take long.
Nope. With 8:39 left in the first period.
Just over 3 minutes elapsing.
Oh, yeah. I'm still on youth time thinking it's 10 minutes. It's 12 minutes. So it was the first drive, about 3.5 minutes. Windham controls the ball all the way down the field in the end zone. Not exactly what Griswold's looking for to start out the game.
Not at all.
So the best thing they can do, answer back.
Yep. And Mills can throw the ball.
He sure can. Deshaun Chapman missed 2 last week, and it's good.
Right through the uprights.
Looks like they worked on it all week at practice, and it paid off.
We had a young man from Killingly last week, 7 for 7 for extra points. We actually named him the player of the game.
Yeah, it's changed over the years. Back when I played, you barely made field goals. Now it's like they have players just kick only.
All right, 7-0 Windham early on. We'll be back for Griswold's first possession right here on SNSN Sports.
You buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
School's back in session and it's time for a pop quiz. True or false? Insurance coverage is all the same and it doesn't matter where you buy it. False. True or false? The best kind of insurance is the cheapest you can find. False. True or false? Working with a local agent can help you navigate all your specific coverage needs while finding a competitive price for free. True. Don't let yourself fail when it comes to your insurance. Call.
And we are back. And here's the kickoff. DiGiacomo's back deep.
It's out. This one goes to Turner. Takes it back to the 8-yard line. Got a full head of steam up the middle. Oh. One defender left to beat. Gets stopped about the 33-yard line. He was one hand
from gone.
Gone. But that's how you take it back. Full head of speed.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Colby Mills will be. Will be the quarterback.
Well, they got Jackson D'Amico and Turner and Aiden Cutter starting the double wing.
Now I thought I heard Cutter was hurt.
If he's number one.
I heard Cutter was hurt and number one.
Yeah, number one's right out there.
That is Cutter, yeah.
Yep.
That's Cutter.
So they got the sophomore, Jackson D'Amico, in the backfield as well.
You know a little bit about him, don't you?
Sure do. Tremendous athletes. Good to see him getting a start sophomore year. D'Amico, Turner, and Cutter in the double wing. Kobe Mills under center. Little play action pass. It's going to be a pass to be overthrown. Pass is intended to number 5, Jackson Fleming. That's a third down. So it'll be 3rd and 10.
Very, very easy. Very easy.
Nice
His arm, isn't he?
Nice little touch, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Either it was a misread or the route wasn't completed.
Or he just aired it out.
Yeah, he was throwing it on his back foot as well. So, but better overthrown than underthrown. Mills going to be in shotgun, Turner to the right. Cutter out to the left. Wide open. Oh, number 5, Jackson Fleming was
just overthrown.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, maybe another step.
He lost the ball. He was turning his head right, left. But it was a good pass, a little overthrown. That's going to bring up 4th down. Looks like we're going to have to punt the ball away. So, first 2 drives, a win for Windham on offense and a win for defense.
Yep.
Number 21, Julian Cruz, back deep to receive for Windham.
Do you think that Windham was expecting the run?
Yeah, because they really were showing a lot of double wing in warm-up.
Oh, Windham bounce.
Yep. And the ball's going to be touched down about the 41-yard line.
That's Kiki.
The big guy.
That's Kiki. If you know Kiki, you got to love Kiki.
I think his first game of his freshman year, he returned an interception for a touchdown.
Yeah, remember it was a pick
Put himself
6.
on the map right away.
Boom, right away. You called it. You and I called it.
Yeah. I'm afraid to see when he's a senior. He is going to be one big boy.
He worked himself onto the starting lineup for the baseball squad too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good pitcher.
Yeah, but
it
was his bat.
I'm sure he can
got
hit.
5 RBIs in his first game.
Yeah. Jenkins hands off. Looks like it goes to Garcia. A big, strong gain, about 6 yards on the play.
He's a big, strong kid, and they're having a hard time keeping him down.
Yeah, that stop was made by Jackson D'Amico.
Sheehan, 2-yard run, up 14-7, 5:32 to go in the half up in Killingly.
All right, yep, so Killingly scored on a mistake.
14-7,
So,
Sheehan's up, yeah.
Let's see if Killingly can put a drive away on their own and tie it up. Garcia and Cruz in the backfield. Hannah Garcia, they're going to keep going with the big guy.
Down.
Right on the marker. I think they're going to give it to him. So I think Griswold's got to lock that middle up.
Yeah.
Make some adjustments.
Youth night. Look at all the youth cheerleaders along with the Whippet cheerleaders.
Because I knew in week 1 that Alvarado, he could throw the ball very well. I'm not sure about Jenkins, so maybe they put an extra guy in the line for Griswold's D-line and see if they can get a stop here because they're just moving 5-6 yards at a clip. 1st and 10 inside Griswold territory at the 48-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to number 3, Deshaun Chapman around the corner.
Flag.
Did you see a face mask maybe?
A little bit. Yeah. Let's see what happens
I
here.
think that's coming back. Either way, it was a big game by Deshaun Chapman on the left side. Thanks for watching tonight on SNSN Sports. We appreciate
you spending a little bit of your Friday night with us as we bring you the Griswold versus Killingly game. Griswold versus Windham game. I was just looking at the Killingly score right here on SNSN. Yeah, that's coming back.
I want to say he's a legal shift. Either way, be 1st and 10 from the 48. Big guys up front for Griswold. 55, Ben Lewis. You got Kiki Boyce. You got Turner as on one of the ends.
$5:58 to go in the first.
Troy Morey out left, wide left. Jenkins hands off to Julian Cruz.
First down.
He's got an opening.
He may go.
He's stopped by number 14, Brendan Hopkins, but not after a gain of about 25 yards on the play. First down, Windham. Ball brought down about the 23-yard line, so now they got him inside, now they got him outside.
Yeah. I keep making Kevin Thompson is giving the updates, and Sheehan's just 20-7 now.
Yeah. Tough team.
Every so often, though, a team like Killingly, who is very, very tough every year, sometimes they
had a good stretch there.
Right, but sometimes they need to get beat.
Yeah.
You know, and say, okay, we're human too.
Exactly. All right, we got.
They cannot fumble. It's like Griswold may have recovered it.
If so, that would be huge for them to switch this momentum around. That was number 33 for Windham, Troy Morey. Looks like he coughed up the ball, and Griswold's going to take over.
That was DeGiacomo.
Number 4.
That picked that up.
Yeah.
The sophomore.
Yeah, don't drop the ball around him. He's very quick. So it's going to be about 1st and 10 from the 16-yard. I think they got him on the 16-yard line. It's exactly what Griswold needed right now.
Yeah. We need snacks up here. What's going on? We gotta get.
Tonight they got a food truck.
Okay, I saw that. Jesse, did you bring snacks?
Looks like ball handoff to number 11, Josh Turner. Gets the biggest gain of the game for Griswold, about 8 yards, maybe 7. Bring up second and 3. Finally giving some of the Griswold fans something to cheer about. Aiden Cutter, Josh Turner split out to the right. Colby Mills in shotgun, Jackson D'Amico lone setback. It's going to be a draw play right at the middle. Jackson just fighting his way.
That kid is tough.
He is tough. Yep, that's a gain of about 8 yards and another Griswold first down by the sophomore, Jackson D'Amico.
Now, he's another one. You wait till he's a senior.
Yes.
You talk about a beast.
Yep. So much fighting him, never quits. The same as his brother, too, Logan.
Yeah.
I mean, they're twins. All right. Colby Mills under center, Jackson D'Amico set back. Handoff up the middle, nice cut, back to the left. Hits the hole really fast, gets a gain of about 5 yards on the play. Oh, looks like that was Aiden Cutter on the carry, my apologies. It's gonna be about 2nd and 5. Cutter deep in the backfield. Mills fakes the pitch, hands off to Turner.
I think he got the first down.
He got the first.
First down, Griswold.
So a couple of adjustments by the Wolverines.
Yeah, they're putting the ball on the ground.
Not only, right, but also giving it to a couple of people that maybe they didn't think would get some reps. Like I think Nick Waters is hurt. I think he's one of the players that is. I know there's a lot of injuries.
And this is not a knock
with
on
the
Windham, but I mean,
Wolverines.
Griswold sees us. The sideline's very small. And if they keep pounding the ball play after play and first down, they're going to wear them down. Mills hand up the middle. I think that's Aiden Cutter again.
Squeaked right on through.
Another gain for 5. Number 55 for Windham, Ben Lewis in the game, replaces 57, Ryder Gilman.
Like a lot of the names that we're talking about, all come from. Oh, he just kept pushing.
That's the extra push. You know who that's Jackson D'Amico.
Yeah.
Stuck at the line of scrimmage and just blows his way for a few extra yards. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
You talk about a feeder program. Griswold Youth Football and Cheer, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these kids, because we've been streaming those games for 3-4 years now.
Yep.
So all of now these kids are.
Yeah, I just said Ryder Gilman, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
And I'm like, I Windham. 57. Wow, he's a big freshman. Fake to hand off to Turner, wide open. Aiden Cutter deep, but he throws short. Throws it short to Luke Cassidy, number 3. Just for a short gain. That was number 51 for Windham, Seth Valadares. Excuse me if I mispronounce it. That was a hard hit that he took.
Yep, right in the back.
What do you do here? You're in Windham territory. You don't want to lose the momentum. We going for it, Mike?
I'm going to, and I'm giving it. You know what?
We're going to go for it.
I'm giving it to D'Amico.
Without a doubt. First, I'm going to probably try the hard count. I'm going to guess the hard count, but I would
try to pull him off.
Yep.
Try to get the first down that way.
That's how they always do. But sometimes that backfires and you have the offense jump.
Yeah.
Looks like they're getting in the tight formation. Probably going to draw for the count. Oof. That's going to be if that's a flag, that's on Griswold.
It was a fumble.
Oh, it was a fumble. Okay.
Either way, it was going to be a turnover on down. So.
Well, that's unfortunate because I think Griswold wanted to keep that momentum going. They were moving the ball with ease right there, and I think Colby Mills pulled out a little too soon, and the ball was dropped out of the center's hands. But either way, Windham starts with the ball midfield. We got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Windham only up with a 7-0 lead.
Waterford 21, Montville nothing. That is in the second.
Another tough year for Montville, looks like.
A growing year.
A growing year.
It's a building year for them.
They'll get it. Jenkins hands up off the middle to 21. That's Julian Cruz, the captain. Just shy of the first down, a 9-yard gain on the play.
Jaden Alvarado bringing him down pretty hard, too.
Yep.
Gave him a little receipt from the Cassidy hit.
I'm still curious what has happened to number 2, Francisco Alvarado. He's one of their key players.
Yeah. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. Windham moving the ball again. We'll be back in a minute for the start of quarter number 2. Right here, you on SN Sports.
Is it safe to visit the dentist? In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
And we're back here at Ferrigno Field in beautiful, spacious Windham, Connecticut. Did you see all the people with flashing the signs over by the Frog Bridge on the way in?
No, I didn't see
Oh
it.
my God! There's the political folks are out already. They're handmade, and some of them are really awful looking. And they're it's like you did that in a Sharpie.
Well, it's an unfortunate turnover on downs for Griswold as they're trying to get some momentum back. But now Windham's got the ball back in Griswold territory. 2nd down and 1. Chapman and Rodriguez in the backfield. Oof! It's a handoff to the big man. And he's got the first down and a little extra.
But did you see that?
Yeah.
He took a hit.
Yeah.
And then just said,
the kid, he's a tank. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line of Griswold. I think Griswold's looking for a turnover here. Chapman, Rodriguez in the backfield. Jenkins under center. Handoff around the corner to Deshaun Chapman. He's got a lot of speed.
He's going to get past that. Oh, if he can get past that secondary.
Yep.
The secondary is what seems to be stopping their run for the most part. So it's like the Griswold line is not bringing him down.
Yeah, he's getting that edge around that defensive end, and then it's all open field from there, and you're depending on your safeties and corners. Again, another 1st down for Windham.
We have it here in the booth. iPad.
Griswold looking a little winded out there on defense. Number 18, Kevon Roberts, split way wide right. To be a handoff around the right side, and he's going to go in. That's number 21, Julian Cruz, the captain, walks in for a touchdown.
I don't know if he walked. I mean, he's pretty well spread. Yeah, well, you know what it was? It seemed like when he started turning that corner there, then he just put on the jets and took off.
Walked in means that he just had all the room in the world and he just cruised right in there. All right, so that's going to put the score 13-0 in the start of the 2nd quarter, pending the extra point. But right now it's 13-0 Windham. Deshaun Chapman trying to make it 2 for 2. And it's low. No good. So you might want to call that a little break for Griswold.
So Julian Cruz puts 6 more up on the board. 13-0, just the beginning of the 2nd quarter. 10:39 to go in the half. You are watching high school football on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah. 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Nothing. 10:39 left in the 2nd quarter. Griswold awaiting the kick. Cutter and Turner deep to receive. Chapman kicks it off. Goes deep. Looks like it's got to go to Turner. Turner takes him to the 15-yard line. Looking for some room.
Nowhere.
Got to get it all the way up to the 30-yard line is where Griswold will take over.
It's like Kevon Roberts kind of just got him by the arm and tripped him up enough, slowed him down enough to bring him down.
Yep. He was doing a lot of dancing, trying to find an opening, but ended up getting snatched up there. Griswold's got an answer here.
Mike Minarski, Sean McFadden, and Nate Olin on the camera for now. And then Nate is actually going to come on up and do the 2nd half with you.
Sounds great.
Got to give him some reps, man.
That's it. Hopkins and Cutter wide left. Colby Mills throws it deep. Looks like he's going for Aiden Cutter. Oh! Would that have been the catch of the year?
My goodness, he was fully stretched
He
out.
was fully stretched out in the Superman position, about 5 feet off the ground, hits his fingertips, and just bounced out. Great pass, great effort. Unfortunately, it's an incomplete pass. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Looks like he's having a little bit of words with Deshaun Chapman there. Did you see that, number 3?
No, what happened?
They were jawing a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's Aiden for you.
Yeah.
He's not afraid. That would have been a great reception. Whew. All right, same formation. Cutter out wide to the left. D'Amico in motion.
He had to get rid of it because he was going to get nailed.
Kobe Mills getting rushed. This throws it in the ground at the feet of the receiver.
Nicholas Blanco, had him zeroed in, man.
Good. Hey, way to get rid of the ball and throw it at the receiver's feet so you don't not a loss of yards. So it's going to be a 3rd and 10 right now. Going to have to guess Griswold's going to go back to the air.
You have to. At some point, even if you're playing the percentages, you got to. He's, 0 for 5 right now?
Yep.
Although that would have been
I figure once
catch.
he gets his first completion that he'll lock in, and because, like I said, he's got a great arm.
That would have been a great catch if Cutter made that catch.
Yep. I think they're going to try. I'm going to think they're going to try Cutter again.
Why not? I think you're right.
Oh, throws it deep. Picked off by number 8. It looks like Darian Jenkins.
I tell you, these kids, these Willimantic, Windham Whippets, Jenkins, Cruz, Garcia Rodriguez, we haven't seen much from Malachi Fowler yet, but we will. He is number 51. Just some of the core of this Whippet team.
Now, that wasn't necessarily a bad pass. I think the receiver was twisting around and looking around too much instead of just running his route as fast as he could.
Yeah.
It was a good pass, but I think the receiver slowed up, which ended up going in Wyndham's hands. This will be 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line of Windham on an interception from Kobe Mills.
So Griswold's offense is a bit flat. They were doing so. They came out with the pass. Didn't work well. They went to the run. Worked pretty good. And they went to the pass again. And
yeah, I'm going to say you want to stick on the ground with Cutter and D'Amico and even DiGiacomo and just wear this team down.
False start on Windham.
They're going to get for 5 yards. So 1st and 15.
Now the big thing, Mike, it's only 14-0. It's still well within reach. No reason to get down on themselves. It just really got to start holding them on defense here. Got to find some way to stop Rodriguez up the middle, which is not an easy thing to do. Seeing the kid is a tank. Chapman and Rodriguez in the backfield. It's a hand right up the middle. Gets all his penalty yards back.
Yeah, and maybe one more.
And one more, so that'll be 2nd down and 9. We got 10 minutes left here in the second quarter. Win them up 14-0.
So next Friday night, we have the ECC game of the week that we will be doing. That'll be at Griswold High School. It'll be Griswold against Woodstock Academy.
Woodstock, okay.
The Centaurs. Mythological creature.
2nd down and 9. 18, Kevon Roberts, split out wide right. Handoff to Chapman. Round the right side, getting nothing. Hopkins with the tackle.
He was looking for a block, and it didn't happen.
That's a horse collar.
Yeah. So now that's going to give him a 1st down.
That is a 1st down. That's I mean, when you're reaching out like that, I don't think it was intentional, but that's the rules. And that's unfortunate for Griswold because that was a good stop.
I think that was a mental mistake because he was actually going to the outside anyway. He was going to get knocked out of bounds.
Right. He dove for the tackle, and his hands ended up on his.
Yeah.
Penalty on Griswold. 1st down Windham.
That's just another one of those rules in my eyes. It just softens up the game
Yeah.
a little bit. I don't really think it's a. Whatever.
It's okay, Coach. It's okay.
Well, with that penalty, that puts Windham all the way up to the 42-yard line of Griswold.
So, what is up with you with these near-death experiences lately?
Who, me? You know, I'm a mess. But I'm all right. It's a condition I've had for a little bit, and it started coming back, but we're working on it. And
just so you know, he did not have a near-death experience.
No. Just an episode.
Here's Rodriguez.
Rodriguez tanking it up the middle for a gain of 8.
Windham with a nice run there.
She in 20-13 over Killingly at the half.
It's a game. It's a ball game.
Yeah.
Udo, 2nd down and 3 for Windham. Windham starting to chew a lot of the clock down here and taking their time. Darian Jenkins taking his time out of the huddle. Chapman deep, wide right. You got Troy Morey and Rodriguez in the backfield. Julian Cruz in motion, hands up to the big man, Rodriguez.
Oof. Nice hit there.
That's hard hit by number 56. That's Michael Capalvo.
Hey.
Capalvo, yep.
Another youth kid.
But unfortunately, that's for Griswold. Unfortunately for Griswold, they call a timeout, but it's another 1st down. Another good timeout by Wilcox. They look like they're getting tired. They're getting 1st down after 1st down, and they got to try to figure something out here. Because the last thing they want to see is a 3rd score on the board before the half. That's going to put them in a pretty tough position. Not that they can't come back from it.
No.
And I've seen it before, but why put yourself in that position?
I know, and Mills put some points up on the board. Yeah. Last week against
Montville.
So we want to say hello to all the folks watching along with us tonight at Rubino's Full Circle Restaurant on Route 138 in Griswold. Let me tell you something.
Thanks for reminding me. I've wanted to.
You got to go there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. The Mexican burger, phenomenal.
Yep.
Sometimes you go to these places, right, and make these, they have all these specialty burgers and stuff on the menu, and then it's just crap. They just put crap on there, and it doesn't. All right, so we're talking fresh guacamole on the burger.
My favorite.
Yeah. It is. It's my favorite burger right now. It really is.
They do what, lunch and dinner, or all the way around?
Yeah.
Not breakfast.
Get yourself an adult beverage as well.
All right. So Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to get down there.
Nice atmosphere.
Take the wife down there. Yep.
Yeah. It's Rubino's Full Circle on Route 138 in Griswold. What's up, guys? And girls.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line from Windham. Maury Rodriguez in the backfield. Jenkins under center.
Oh, he's going to go to the
fake
air.
handoff. He's going to keep it himself.
Oh!
Tripped up. That looks like Aiden Cutter on the trip.
It was Cutter.
Yep. Short gain on the play of about 3 yards. I'll tell you what, that receiver downfield was wide open. He did not see him. And that's a good thing for Griswold right now because he was wide open.
You know where my family is tonight? At the Beach Boys concert at Mohegan Sun.
They're still alive?
Mike Love.
Not your parents, but Beach Boys.
Mike Love, I think he's 103.
Still performing. Fantastic.
He drove up in his little deuce coupe.
The Beach Boys.
Just got back from a surfing safari.
Yep.
Walking hand in hand with Barbara Ann.
All right, same setup. Chapman wide out right, Rodriguez and Maury in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to 33.
Nice cut in. Oh, that was a hard hit.
That's stuffed by.
Oh my God, that was Turner.
That's Josh Turner.
7:10 to go in the half and ticking.
Big 3rd down play here for Griswold, but I think it's going to be a 4-down territory for Windham. So they got two plays to go 4 yards to prolong this drive. Clock already down to 6:55 in the 2nd quarter. This time, Deshaun Chapman wide left alongside 21 Julian Cruz. And it's a hand up right up the middle, met by Kiki Boyce.
Kiki just squashed him.
He stopped.
Then he bounced off of him.
He did bounce off, but he slowed him down just enough to make it a 4th down. 4th and 5. All right, so here's your options for Windham. They're going to hard count.
They got about a half a yard on that play.
Yep. And I think he's going to remember number 54 for Griswold.
Yeah, because I think he's now imprinted on him.
Yeah.
You hit him
But that's
hard.
2 big boys knocking into each other right there.
Yeah.
And they're actually taking Garcia out for the play. Yeah. Looks like he got a little banged up. All right, so here we go. I think 4th and 4, 4th and 5 for Windham. Maybe they try the count. See if they can draw Griswold offsides.
Timeout,
Wyndham's going to
Windham.
take a timeout. Talk about how to get this 4 yards.
So if you're watching the game, we certainly appreciate you guys spending some time with us here tonight on SNSN. Also want to thank Trahan Insurance Agency for supporting us here on SNSN. Kevin Trahan, been in business for a long time in the insurance agency. If you need home insurance, if you need insurance for your home, life, car, anything, your bearded dragon, pretty much anything, he can insure. 860-376-1234. That's the number for TIA, the Trahan Insurance Agency in Griswold. Right,
I like the phone number. Very strategically easy.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, if you couldn't, this is a big 4th down stop here for Griswold. Fourth down, 4 yards to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. Two split out to the right. Kevon Roberts in the backfield. He's the roll out to his right. Ball's caught, but short. No, it's a 1 yard over. Wow, what a catch, and what a way to stay in bounds. Unbelievable. I thought it was a little short because the mark was rolling on the other side of the field, but he got it by 1 yard.
It's been a pretty fast first half.
That's a great pass by Darian Jenkins. All right, Griswold's got to dig deep here. Dig deep. Stop them from getting in the end zone. Fresh set of downs, 5 minutes, 19 seconds left. Chapman wide left.
Little dump
Jenkins
pass.
going to roll out. Oh, no, and he's got number 21, Julian Cruz, the captain. Touchdown, Windham.
Julian Cruz.
Your nephew? All right, I'm next to Auntie Cruz out here.
Auntie Cruz?
Auntie Cruz right here. All right, we
Proud
got
aunt.
Rodriguez's parents out here, and we got Auntie Cruz. Rodriguez and Cruz, all right. Oh, they're doing very well.
20-0.
And the kick is good.
21-0.
Deshaun Chapman, 3 for 3. Well, the mountain's getting a little bit higher.
Think so. 21-0. That's going to be. I think they got to. There's time. There's 5 minutes to go in the half, and
so what do you do if you're Griswold? You got to get on the board.
I think
you got to get on the board.
You got to get on the board.
Right. Yeah.
But I think you keep going with the running attack. I think honestly, you keep trying out D'Amico.
Yeah. Use the whole 5 minutes if you have to. Keep Windham's offense off the field and just run that ball, grind it right up the field.
Yeah.
Go to the locker room, down 2 touchdowns. It's not so bad.
So if you're watching the game, make sure you do click the bell and the follow button. So that way when a game comes on, SNSN Sports, you can get notified. You can say, hey, I want to catch that game. We'll be in Griswold next week, by the way. Griswold against Woodstock Academy. Actually.
Centaurs.
And then tomorrow we'll be at Bacon Academy.
Bacon Academy. Turner takes the ball. Oh, he's got a wide.
Oh,
open.
nice.
He got shoestring tackle.
That's the second
right there.
time. That's the second time he was about a
Yep.
foot away from breaking out. So they got good field position.
Yep. They're looking about the 41-yard line.
So click the thumbs up, everybody. Would appreciate it. And click the bell so you can get notified of upcoming broadcasts. But tomorrow we'll be at Bacon Academy for a soccer game. Bacon Academy, number 20 in the state, the girls soccer team.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they got 4 players.
Yep.
That's to Cassidy.
That's Kobe Mills to Cassie for, it's going to be a little loss on the play.
About 4.
Lost about 4. The screen pass met, I think it was number 51, Seth Valdares.
They are really keyed in on Colby Mills. What's up with the line tonight? They're having a hard time containing the Whippets.
Their defensive line from Windham's very quick off the ball. So that's going to be about 2nd and 14, 2nd and 13.
You got to get it into the end zone.
Looks like D'Amico, Cutter in the backfield. It's going to be a sweep to Cutter. Around the right side, cuts up the middle.
Well, he gets back to the line of scrimmage plus a little.
I don't know right there. I think he had the outside if he turned it up, but he cut it back inside.
3rd and 10.
No, actually, it's a little farther than I thought. It's about 3rd and 8.
Oh.
I thought he only got it back to the marker.
I did too.
All right. Well, unfortunately, this is not a 4-down territory for Griswold because there's still 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. So if they don't move the ball forward, they might have to punt. So Griswold's got to hope for a first down right here in the double wing. Ooh, little play action by Mills.
Sacked
by number 71. That's Mackenzie Vilch.
Colby Mills just had too many people around him.
Yeah.
Too many.
He's not getting much time after dropping back. So
that line's giving him nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's going to bring up 4th and about 14, and the Griswold's going to have to punt. Deshaun Chapman back deep to receive.
Boy, you don't want to go into the locker room down 28-0.
No. Stop the bleeding now. Beautiful spiral kick over the head of Chapman all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Beautiful kick by Kobe Mills. Ooh, we couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah. Wyndham's going to start at what, about the 7?
Yes, sir. That's 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Griswold desperately needing a stop here on this drive, maybe even turnover. So, I mean, Wyndham's got to be very careful down here inside the 10-yard line. Any turnover could turn into a score. So, be selective, hold the ball. So I think you're going to see nothing now, but, Rodriguez up the middle.
If you'd like to sponsor SNSN Sports, send us a message to our Facebook page. We'll be glad to get back to you as soon as we can, especially with the big Plainfield game. What side are you on?
All right, like I said, Rodriguez right up the middle. Strong gain, about 4 yards. And that's all really Wyndham needs to do right now.
That's all they've been doing.
No, I'm sure that Griswold will use their 2 timeouts.
Wyndham is really exposing the Griswold line tonight.
They look a lot more sharp than they did last. They were real flat week 1 against Notre Dame. Running game wasn't going anywhere, but.
Well, they put up 42 points against
New London
last week. So.
All right, 2nd down and 5.
But they also gave up some points. 28 points to New London.
Yes. It's Rodriguez again around the corner. Small gain of about 1 yard.
3rd down.
Looks like Griswold's not going to choose to use their timeouts.
Why wouldn't they stop the clock right now, especially on third down? You'd think that.
Well,
you know,
and the time before this.
Yeah. They still have 2 timeouts left.
I know.
You think they're hoping to get the ball back? By the time they get the ball back, it's going to be about 25 seconds left.
No, you need to stop. I mean, unless they just.
You need to stop the clock.
Yeah, last play too. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's the coach's decision. Maybe he just wants to make the stop here and go in a half and regroup. But, man, you're inside the 20-yard line.
Okay, so it's going to be 4th down. Now you stop the clock now. There you go. There's the timeout.
All right, maybe he's saving the other one in case they get the ball back and they need to stop the clock.
But I think Windham called the timeout. Was it Windham that called the timeout?
No, I think he faced Griswold. I could be wrong, but I thought he.
For Windham, 56 seconds to go on the clock.
All right, it's 4th and short. Huge play. Huge stop here for Griswold.
Are they going to punt it? Or do you think they're going to say no?
No, they have to punt.
With the success that they've had with their running game?
If they're feeling
you know what I mean?
yes, no, correct. But, I mean, they're going to play the run. They're going to load the box up. But you don't want to give up.
I think you give the ball to Cruz. Give him a little tush push.
If you fail, you're inside the 20-yard line. Granted, Griswold has given up almost a minute of time.
All right, so tell me right now, what rush play has Windham run that didn't get at least 3 yards?
Oh, it's right up the middle of Rodriguez.
I know. They only need 1. That's what I'm saying.
I know.
Looks like they're going for it.
I would punt it, but it might be a QB sneak. He got it. That's just risky, but they're up by 3 touchdowns. So I mean,
did they get it?
It's a close one.
I don't know. I think they're going to measure.
Oh my God, they did it. No, Griswold takes over. Short. Why you would not punt the ball? Don't even take a 3.
Oh my God, they're not even measuring, because I didn't think they got it. I thought they were going to at least measure that.
So now Griswold
so
still,
Coach,
still has
you were right. You were right. You
punt the ball. They're going to play for it. Now they get the ball inside the 20-yard line. You punt it away.
They're talking about it. I don't think the Windham coaches like that. I don't think they like the spot.
Well, it's a risk you shouldn't have taken. Well, hey, right now, Griswold got to capitalize on this huge mistake working in their favor. On the 17-yard line, little play-action pass. Kobe Mills out to the right and throws in. Just missed the hands. Can't see who that is. Number 5?
Well, that was Cutter. Number one.
One of the guys out. The other one was
Cutter out there.
And number 5,
Jackson Fleming.
Excellent choice. Threw it high, up for grabs. Unfortunately, in and out of the hands. So stops the clock as well. So good play call. Still got that one timeout. Want to put a couple receivers deep and then.
Don't you just go to a short play action?
Absolutely, yeah. And I would throw it maybe even a little short across the middle. Send a couple guys in the end zone. Mills rolls out to his right. Excellent pass. That's the number 14. That's Brendan Hopkins. Hey, that's a good defense by Windham right there. He's right on top of him. Well, they throw him to the right twice. Maybe they'll try to throw it to the left this time. See if they got any better luck.
You don't want to blow this opportunity.
No, so you got 2.
1st and 10 inside
I'll
the 20.
tell you what, they've been going deep. You want to maybe throw it short across the middle and then call a timeout. Because they're dropping defenders back now, so it's going to be hard to get that pass into the end zone. Mills throws it up wide open. Hopkins, touchdown.
So they didn't
Brendan Hopkins.
So they didn't squander the opportunity.
They didn't.
And how do you think Coach Prose feels right about now?
Well, he was feeling confident. He's up by 3 touchdowns. They only needed 2 yards. It's a huge risk, and it cost them.
And that right there, that pass right there, that's going to do a lot for Colby Mills going into the locker room.
Great decision. He's thrown it twice to the right, unsuccessful. Tries to the left, first time gets it wide open, and
that's his first completion of the night.
I think you are correct. Colby's going to go for the extra point. Ooh.
No.
That's to the left. Yeah. Either way, that's the best that can happen for Griswold and I getting on the board. 29 seconds left in the first half. Griswold on the board, first time 21-6 Windham.
We'll be back in a minute right here on SNSN Sports.
Is it safe to visit the dentist? In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
I think Griswold's locker room's going to be a little more upbeat now.
I think so, too. All right, 29 seconds to go in the first half, 21-6. Griswold needed that score, even if it's just for momentum's sake.
Correct. Keep their heads in the game. Keep them excited about it. Oh, they're going to try to return it, but it's out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
So, Coach, what do you do? 29 seconds to go in the half. What do you do?
Well, they're a little shell-shocked right now that that last series. I don't know. With this coach, he might go downfield, go for it. But I would play it safe right here, up 2 scores. I would play it safe right here, and then I go in the locker room and just regroup a little bit. But this coach is risky, so watch out for some deep throws downfield.
Or do you just play it safe?
I would.
You just snap it?
Because they don't want a big interception or no big mistake again. But it looks like they're lined up in.
You got one wide out.
They got Chapman out wide to the right. Jenkins is a handoff to the right. It's 21. It's a big game.
That's Cruz.
That's Julian Cruz, the captain.
Yeah, you got Auntie Cruz down there. Look at that. She goes, "That's my baby."
That's an 8-yard gain on the play.
And got out of bounds, too, to stop the clock.
Yep.
Smart move.
Now, question is, are they going to take some shots down the field?
Question is, are they going to bring snacks into this booth?
Look at the mob down there. Good luck. Good luck.
I ain't going down there.
Look at that mob. Jenkins under center. Rodriguez, Chapman in the backfield. It's a handoff off to Chapman, just around the left side, looking for some room, and it's going to go nowhere. That's
Cutter.
Tackled down by Eden Cutter. He might not be big, but he makes up for it in toughness.
12 seconds to go.
First down. They're going to let the clock run.
That's going to be it.
Yep.
So that's going to do it for
No,
the
they're going to call a timeout.
Oh, okay.
For 6 seconds. That only could be one reason, I think.
Go long? Yeah.
It's either that or
do you make them think you're going to go long and then roll right and have a big opening to run down the field?
That's kind of, I would think that's the point. I don't know.
You got 51 yards to go.
I mean, you're not calling a timeout right now just to run the ball, are you?
Huh?
You're not just calling a timeout right now just to come back out and run it. No.
Because you got to think about it, right? It's
I think the triple Lindy's coming out.
The triple Lindy.
Oh yeah.
The hook and ladder.
The hook and ladder.
Statue of Liberty.
He's going to throw a screen pass and he's going to throw it downfield.
Flea flicker.
That's the only way that justifies a timeout with 6 seconds left now, up by 2 touchdowns.
Look out. We can look at it. What do they got? What is this? Second down?
That's meaningless now. It's the last down. But, yeah, it's first and 10.
No, it's first and 51.
Well, true. Yeah.
Because if you go 12 yards, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
The clock's going to run out. So first and 51.
This will be the last play of the half.
Telling you, it's going to be the hook and ladder.
That's the only reason to call a timeout. It's going to be something fancy. I'm going to be upset if I see a handoff.
I know, because that would be totally useless to call that timeout.
It looks like a tight formation right now. But nope, they got Chapman out left. Moore rolls out to the right, and look at him wide open. 30-foot. Whoa. Look at
He was wide open.
34, I think De Jesus.
Yadiel De Jesus was wide open around the 15-yard line.
You throw the ball up, and now that justifies a timeout.
At that point, yeah.
But when you got to go 51 yards, why are you throwing it at 8?
Hopefully there's an open spot, but there wasn't. So
we're going to go in the locker room, talk to the coach.
All right, so that's going to do it for the first half. It's actually going to do it for me because Nate Olin's going to come in the second half and do color with you there, Coach.
Sounds good. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good working with you again.
All right.
I'll see you next Friday.
Absolutely.
All right. So, halftime here at Windham, Ferrigno Field. The Windham Whippets up 21-6 over the Griswold Wolverines. We'll be back after the end of the halftime festivities right here on SNSN Sports.
Strain Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Is it safe to visit the dentist? In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
teams that we have here, Wilmington Youth Football League. The first are the Pee-wees. Pee-wees. They look like track runners there. Oh yeah, future Wyndham Whippets. Next group are the Micros. And we have the juniors next, juniors. And last but not least, the seniors. These are the 4 teams we have here representing Willimantic Youth Football League. Shout out to you all. Shout out to your coaches for volunteering. Big shout out to volunteers, coaches. We have Wyndham Whippet blankets for sale near the concession stand. Wyndham Whippet blankets. You can't find them anywhere else. It'll be getting cold pretty soon. Whippet Pride. Once again, shout out. We have a food truck on the premises, selling some great food. For those of you who have not yet bought the 2024 premium discount card for the football players, there's still for sale. Great deals at Dunkin', McDonald's, Subway, Cupcake, Taco La Rosa, Olympic Family Restaurant, Wings and Pies, Mama's Pizza, David Buster's, Willimantic Brewing Company, That Breakfast Place, Farmer's Cow, Bagel One, Wellington Pizza, Yum Yum Yum, GNC Wraps down the stores, Advanced Auto Parts, Foxy Fast Lane, and Pure Suntan and Boutique. Once again, see one of the football players or the coaches for sale. Can't go wrong.
And welcome back to the second half of our game here. We have Windham versus Griswold. Currently, Windham is up 21-6 at halftime. My name is Nate Olin. I'm here taking Mike's spot for the second half. Sean is still with us here. Sean, what were your thoughts on that first half? What did you see out there? What did you like from Griswold? And what do you hope that made some changes at halftime?
Well, at first, I mean, Griswold, they didn't go to their strength, which is pretty much running the ball. They were going to the air a lot, not a lot of success. And when they did run the ball, they had some success. Didn't turn down a fourth down conversion, missed that. So they were pretty flat in the first half. Was scoreless up to the last minute and a half of the game. And, I mean, Windham had all the momentum. They were throwing. They were running behind Rodriguez. So luckily, it was pretty much a bad call down for Windham on a 4th and 2 conversion inside the 20-yard line, which gave Griswold the opportunity to get on the board before the half and not go in scoreless. And they capitalized on that, so at least they had something upbeat to go in the half with. And so now we can still call this a ball game.
Yeah, it's still only 2 scores down. Plenty of time left. I mean, obviously, if Windham can jump out 21 points, Griswold can here. But speaking of Windham, you mentioned they had all the momentum that first half. If you're head coach pros, are you changing your game plan for this second half, or are you going to continue to come out, be aggressive?
As far as Windham goes, I would just keep running the edge with Chapman and Rodriguez up the middle, and they've had a lot of success with it, and so stay with that. As far as Griswold goes, let's get D'Amico back on the ground, D'Amico and Cutter.
Yep.
And start wearing them down, because you got to remember, Windham has low numbers.
Yes.
It's not a knock on them, but you could wear this team down. And they're also playing out with one of their top players, Francisco Alvarez, which I have since play number 1. He's been out, so there's one down for them.
Yep.
So if Griswold can find a way to wear them down with their run game, they get back in this.
That's true. Griswold does have about 10 more players suited up than Windham. We'll see if that comes into play here as the second half. We're going to be getting kicked off here in just under 2 minutes. Take a short break and be back in time for kickoff. Again, you're watching SN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
All right, welcome back here. We're about to get kicked off here for the second half. Griswold will be receiving the ball. They did win the toss at the start of the game, and they deferred the opening kickoff here. So an opportunity quickly here, Sean, to maybe get some momentum, find the end zone, and turn the tide of this game.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's the best thing for them right now. They just had a score late in the second quarter. Now they get the ball back, get on the board again, and then we really have a ball game. Looks like it's going to be Josh Turner, DiGiacomo, and Aiden Cutter deep to receive. Right there's 3 dangerous weapons that could take it all the way in an instant.
And in the first half, they did have some success running back the kickoffs. You know, they were routinely getting 10, 15, 20 yards from when they were picking up the ball. So we know Griswold has the legs and has the ability here to open up a big return.
Yeah, just got to break that last set. 2 shoestring tackles stop Turner from taking it to the house. So let's see if he can break free this time. Actually, they might want to stay away from him and not kick to him again. But again, you go to his left, you got Giacomo. You go to the right, you got Aiden Cutter. So, I mean, there's weapons everywhere.
We'll see what kicker here, number 3, Deshaun Chapman, does to start off the second half. And here we go.
All right, it looks like it's all the way to the left in Turner's area. He's going to let it roll out of bounds or into the end zone.
Yeah, look. No,
it's out of bounds.
Did get out of bounds there right at the very end.
All right, so
decent field position. Not the best, but we'll see what Griswold can make of it here.
It's pretty much a smart idea by Windham because 4 dangerous weapons there deep to receive for Griswold.
They might be listening to us because, yes, it definitely seemed like they did not want to put it into any of the Griswold players' hands back there.
Not at all. All right, so the ball's going to be put up at the 40, 45, or re-kicking. Okay, let's choose a re-kick.
And that is the option that Griswold can call for, so we'll go ahead and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't be surprised Windham does the same thing.
Maybe this time try to keep it inbounds all the way through the end zone, I think is what Chapman's going to try here. Again, no harm on the clock. It never, no one touched it, so the clock never started. Still have the full 12 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Maybe a squib kick up the middle. Keep it on the ground. So far, Windham in the driver's seat, up 21-6.
All right, and here comes the re-kick. Chapman again trying the other side, but that's corralled by number 8, Jaden Alvarado.
Oh, he's got some lure on the left side, up the middle.
Oh, who was that from behind? Is that number 7?
Nicholas Blanco.
That was a last-ditch tackle coming out of the back there to get number 8 because it looked like he was off to the races.
And it was, but when he hit him, he definitely pushed him about 7 yards more forward.
Looked
better than that than to the house.
It certainly did. So Griswold now a great field position. They'll be taking over at their looks like their 47-yard line. So again, an opportunity that they have here to really get something going here to kick off the second half.
Yep, can't ask for better field position than this.
Well, they could have asked for the end zone.
Yeah. Yep, it's not a bad starting spot. In the double wing, Cutter, Turner. Cutter out to the right side, looking for some space. He's going to get stuffed. Lost about a yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Try to spin move there at the end, but there is a host of whip-it defenders there, and they've been all over the runners, and they've had the pitches in the backfield. They're just getting through that line too quick for Griswold to let those plays develop.
Yeah, I'm saying Windham's got so much speed, and they contain that edge so well. You might want to try to bring that inside the tackles and try to run it up there.
Yeah, if the contain is too good for you, run it up the gut and see what happens.
All right, so here we go. 2nd down and 12. Hopkins, Cutter, split out to the left. Mills dump pass to Turner.
Screen pass.
Yep.
Immediately met by number 34, Yadel de Jesus. And again, I don't know about you, Sean. I don't like these plays in the backfield. Time and time again, it's been shown that Windham is just too fast to let that succeed for Griswold.
You don't want to ask me that. I've never been a fan of the screen pass ever. I've never. The success rate is very, very low, especially in high school. But hey, here we are, 3rd and 14 now. Now we can't do any of that.
Griswold line up on the near side hash.
Hopkins, Cutter out to the right. Kobe Mills, nothing behind, scrambling. Throws
Finds
it off.
Number 5 wide open. He's down the far sideline. 2 whippets right there.
Oh, helmet
comes off of number 8, Darian Jenkins. But he does push Hopkins out of bounds there.
That's Jackson Fleming.
Sorry.
That's all right.
That's Fleming.
Number 5. all the way down deep into Windham territory.
That was a big electric play. That to give them a shot in the arm here. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going. Number 8, Darian Jenkins, will have to sit out for a play since his helmet popped off there.
I love the call. I mean, they've been throwing deep all game. Now they send a couple receivers deep and have that across the middle pattern wide open.
And everyone was going in the backfield after the quarterback.
Yep.
Number 5 was wide open. Here we go, a pitch to number 1.
Cutter.
He's up the middle, and if he doesn't have a first, he's close. About 7 yards on that.
About 2nd down and 4.
And like you said, if the edges are contained, go up the middle and see what you can get. That's exactly what Cutter did on that one.
That's it. Now only 2.5 minutes into the third quarter, and they've got Windham on their heels. Big chunks of yardage taken out every play. Back in the double wing, Cutter, Hopkins. And it's Hopkins up the middle.
Number 14 up the middle. That'll be good enough for Griswold. First down. Griswold now having some success moving the ball pretty easily against this Whippet defense, something we did not see them do at all the first half of the game.
No, and now that they're mixing it up, pass and run, and both are working, so.
Keeps them on their toes.
Just keep it going.
All right, 1st and 10 here for the Wolverines. Another handoff.
That's Cutter around the corner.
He does get outside the contain. Oh, and he's on his feet. Look at that. What a way to open the half. Oh, but there is a flag on the field.
That's okay. That touchdown's going to count. That's going to be some unsportsmanlike. A couple little fights here.
Oh, yep. Yeah, in the middle of the field here, we got some John going back and forth.
Yeah, there's 2 skirmishes. One on the right sideline, one in the middle of the field, but the touchdown will count. See, I mean, Windham had all that confidence in the beginning, and then now the tides are turning and frustrations are building.
Yep, personal foul against the Whippets.
Oh,
personal foul against the
offsetting.
Wolverines. They'll offset it. The touchdown does count, so we'll get ready for the extra point here.
Now the game's close. You got to keep cool heads. Cool heads here. It's going to cost you.
Yeah, and I understand that these young men, they're obviously there's a lot of emotion, a lot of charge going through here. But really, with 8 minutes left in the third quarter, no need to start getting chippy with each other.
Yeah.
Just sit there, collect yourselves, and get ready for your next drive.
Yep. And it looks like they're going to try the 2-point conversion here. In the double wing, Hopkins, Cutter, Mills. Hand off the Cutter on the right side. He's going to get that edge.
He's got that.
Wow.
Burst of speed there after a second in the handoff. He easily gets in around the Windham defense for a successful 2-point conversion. That brings the game now to 21-14 Windham, and we're down to a single score.
That's it. Yeah, that 2-point conversion is huge. And if you're going to beat Windham around the edge, you got to turn the Jets up, and that's exactly what Cutter did.
So just like we said, Griswold had to come out in the second half swinging. They surely did, and we're able to get a quick score here, only taking a little over 3 minutes off the clock. Now it's going to be Windham's turn to see if they can regain that momentum and answer that score.
Yeah. And now, hey, I'll tell you what. As this tide keeps changing for Griswold, Windham's got to keep asking themselves why. Why did we go for that in 4th down? It's going to come back to haunt them.
It's, if the tide does turn this game and it does end up being a close loss for Windham, there'll definitely be some second guessing and some soul searching on that one.
Yep.
Clock management, very important at all levels of football.
Correct. All right, well. A lot more upbeat stands over there. Griswold players are up. Quite a different scene than in the first half.
That certainly was a shot in the arm there for Griswold and their fans. And we're set for the kick.
Mills Squibb kicks it up the middle. And we got a whistle.
Offsides on Griswold. That'll back it up 5 yards, and we will re-kick that one.
Griswold, 5-yard penalty.
That's all right, Kobe. Kobe's got a pretty good leg here. You just give him a little more room.
Now, do you do that again, or do you go for just a regular kick this time around with the 5 yards?
with those, we got Chapman in the back. Yep, you got Deshaun Chapman. Now, I would not kick it up in the air to them. I would kick it off to the side. Try to keep it in bounds, but really squib kick it on the ground to the sidelines, but keep it in bounds. Don't throw it right into the arms, but make them have to run and pick it up.
Yeah. Mills is set to re-kick it, and we will see. Oh, and he does put it in the air.
Right. That's the Kevin Roberts.
He's got a lead blocker here trying to make for the near side. Oh, he dropped the football.
He lost the ball. And Aiden Cutter with the quick hands.
Wow. And that will go back to Griswold.
Inside the 20-yard line.
Wow, what a shift in this game. All Windham first half. Now Griswold's coming out and a chance to tie it up here. With still, there's still over 8.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Right. So Windham's got to keep their composure right now.
So it looks like they're going to get it at the Whippet's 16-yard line.
Yep, and I just see Griswold just got to keep trying to pound it.
Yeah,
they're going to go up the middle. They're going to try to bring Cutter around that wide open side there. Let's see what happens. Hopkins left tackle.
He's going to get about a yard on that maybe. But I like that. After going to the outside the past couple times for the touchdown and the extra point, back up the middle, see what you can get. See if you can get this Windham defense to make a mistake.
That's right. Yeah, this side of the field for Windham has been very unlucky. All right, we got 2nd and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line. Aiden in motion. Gets it.
Oh, Windham all over that.
They were on a complete blitz right there.
Between the blitz and it looked like the blocking on the right side of the line just didn't hold up for that play to develop. It's going to back them up 2 yards, be 3rd and 12.
From the 20. Little play action here, and maybe throwing it into the end zone.
See what Griswold comes out and does. Definitely wants to capitalize, though, on this opportunity.
Mills throws it out low to the right side. It's going to be incomplete.
That was intended for number 1 Aiden Cutter over on that far sideline. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, so throw a couple, what do we say? Throw a couple receivers in the end zone and throw it across the middle?
Yep.
Just like they did in the last.
That's exactly it. See if you can catch that secondary sleeping, or even better, if you can get that play off quickly. If they're blitzing, you're going to have a receiver or two with no one on them.
The one thing Kobe Mills wants to do here is lead his receiver rather than let him sit in the end zone.
Yes.
Let's see how they play it. He's going to have pressure. Draw.
Looks like some miscommunication on that one with 21, Julian Cruz.
No, that's 21. That's Jackson D'Amico.
Jackson D'Amico.
Yep. That was like a second option to dump pass to him, but he was not turned around. So, unfortunately.
Now, looks like he was about 2 or 3 steps before he was going to turn and look. So, Windham will ultimately get the ball back here in the second half, right at their 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, if it could have been open. That play was open.
Yes.
If he was looking.
It was. The pressure, though, got to him a little bit. I think he made a snap judgment there for the easy pass.
So that's a positive for Windham here after tides have been changing. It's Rodriguez. 9-yard gain.
Up the middle. And Windham right back to what they've been doing and having success with, pounding that ball up the middle of the line.
Exactly.
Short 2nd and 2 here for the Whippets.
That's Rodriguez again.
Again, just outside the tackle, and that will be enough for a first down. So if you're Griswold's defense, you know they're either run it up the gut or right off the tackles. What adjustments can you do to try to contain this run game for the Whippets?
I'll tell you what, I would throw another man down on the line or get your linebackers tight up in that C gap, and don't let 44 get momentum. He's too big. He's too big.
Yeah, once he starts moving downhill, he is a tough, tough athlete to bring down.
Yep. Yeah, see, he's getting...
Again, tripped up and not brought down, eventually taken down by number 5, Jackson Fleming. But
That just killed the run.
Yep. And again...
Got to keep your head.
Not keeping your head cool, letting your emotions get to you is going to cost you a big, big first down here for Windham.
That's going to go back. That's going to go back pretty far. He actually took a swat at the face mask of the Griswold defender. I mean, he was on the vid. That hole was wide open.
Yeah.
They're getting right over these defensive linemen.
Yep.
Just controlling them.
Yep. And it was a good thing Fleming was in the secondary there, was able to corral him.
Yeah.
But like you said, that is...
Shot in the foot right
Yep.
there. Keep your cool heads. You just had a huge first down here.
Cost your team 15 yards.
Yep.
Now you're back on your 35-yard line. No need for that, especially, again, it's still the third quarter, plenty of football left. And it's not like Windham's not have experience this year in tight games. We were here for the Notre Dame prep game where that was within a score the whole entire time.
Correct, yep. They got to control this off tackle. It's Chapman around the left side. Yeah, he's got speed. He's gone.
Jaden Alvarero trying to give chase, but that is in there for a Whippet touchdown.
Yeah, that was a complete loss of containment. He had that right up there.
Just like we've been seeing, run him right off the tackle, and then no one there.
Yep. All right, so as momentum goes one way, it goes right back the other way.
So ultimately, the personal foul does not hurt the Whippets on that drive. They're able to get in the end zone. 27-14 here now.
I believe that was Deshaun Chapman on that. Or was it number 8, Jenkins?
That was 3, Deshaun Chapman on that one, yep. Yeah, man, once he got into the secondary, he turned on a whole nother gear.
Yep. Looks like he had the outside open the whole time.
Jaden Alvarero thought he had a line on him, but Chapman just too fast. And the kick is right down the middle.
That's good.
That will give Windham 28, Griswold 14.
Well, Griswold wants to stay in this. Let's answer back with a quick score. Be like a boxing match here for the rest of the game.
Hey, if we get to see the momentum shift on every possession, that's a fun game to watch here.
Yeah, I mean, so basically you're seeing both teams moving the ball fairly pretty easily.
Yep.
So it's going to come down to who makes the most mistakes and who capitalizes on it.
And we can already see Griswold starting to get in the heads of the Whippets with 2 personal fouls here on that those last drives. Again, mistakes that are very costly.
Oh. All right, Chapman to kick off here. 5:42 left in the second quarter, 28-14. And it looks like that's Turner. Switching direction, gets it all the way up to about the 39-yard line.
Pregame, 32-26.
All right, getting some updates around the league here. In case anyone's looking for that Killingly score, they are up 32-26 against Sheehan.
Wow, that game is back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Must be that kind of night.
That's a huge comeback for them. Colby Mills in shotgun.
He'll be back to pass.
Over the head of Hopkins.
Yeah, and he was open.
That was wide open.
That he easily would have been able to get another 3-4 yards after the catch there. Missed opportunity for the Wolverines.
Yeah, that was a little bit behind him and above his head. Had he allowed him out to the left a little bit.
And Windham sideline here, trying to get back into it, keep those
We
boys
got an earthquake
pumped
going.
up. I know at home you guys can't feel it, but it almost felt like the press box was going to come down.
All right, let's see if Griswold can answer back here, stay in this game.
That's good. I mean, good thing we got other angles.
All right, 2nd and 10 here for the Wolverines.
In the double wing, D'Amico, Cutter. It's going to be Cutter the right side.
And again, that edge is just not there for him. Only a gain of a couple yards on that one.
Yeah, looks like he cut that up inside. Small but very strong he is.
Yeah, he's proven to be a workhorse here this game for Griswold. Just, again, the blocking on the edges isn't being set, so he's being met with a host of Whippet defenders when he does try to get the ball. Brings up about 2nd and 8 here for the Wolverines. Another big 3rd down conversion for them if they want to keep the momentum.
Let's see if they try to dump it out short again.
Mills in the
Colby's
shotgun.
got to get rid of it quick. He's going to throw it deep to Cutter.
Cutter.
Oh, that's interference all day.
DPI
All
on that,
day.
yep.
Number 21.
Yeah. Didn't even turn around to try to play the ball. They're going to call that every time.
So Julian Cruz was right on top of him, but he did not turn himself around, therefore blocking the vision of Cutter. And they don't do spot fouls here in high school, so which is lucky for Windham.
Yes, yeah, because that happened down around their 25-yard line.
That's it. I think it's about 10 yards.
Yep. But again, it's going to be enough for Griswold 1st down here and keeps them going and should get them on the Whippet side of the field.
Great coverage, just didn't get himself turned around. Great pass, too.
You could definitely tell he knew the ball was going towards Cutter. And if he had just turned around.
Yeah. So, I mean, it actually did work out better than a reception. So, I mean, it's not the worst penalty in the world.
No, we'll take those all day long.
Aiden Cutter was going to catch that if his vision was not blocked.
Yep, 100%. 1st and 10 here for the Wolverines.
Mills back right to Cutter.
Oh, what a catch by Cutter down to the 20-yard line.
He got hit pretty hard, but
he held on to the ball.
Yeah,
he got a little rattled on that one.
When you leave your feet to go catch a pass across the middle, you're putting yourself at risk. But man,
he was able to hang on to it, man.
He was. I think he's got a little bit of cramp up here.
Yeah.
He's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Hopefully just a little cramping. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him here.
Yep.
Because, again, he has been a workhorse for this Wolverines offense all game. So while we have a quick timeout in the field, we are going to step away for a few seconds. Griswold at Windham.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah. 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
All right, and we are back here, third quarter of this great game that we're seeing, especially here in the second half. After that great catch by number 1, Aiden Cutter, he was shaken up, but he got the ball to the 20-yard line, and Griswold's got a 1st and 10.
Hopkins, it's going to be a quick pitch to Jackson D'Amico, but a flag isn't thrown on the play. And I'll tell you what, right now, I mean, Griswold's doing exactly what they need to do. Windham killed their momentum by doing a fast score, and now they're marching down the field. So a quick score by them put them right back to where they were as they came into the second half.
And it looks like they might be a little too amped there. That was a false start on Griswold. They'll back them up 5 yards here, and we'll have 1st and 15. But yeah, amazing effort by these Wolverines to come out, again, swinging right out of halftime and marching right back down after a quick whippet score.
And I'll tell you one thing you don't want to do right now is lose Aiden Cutter. It looks like he's not sitting on the bench, but he's got his helmet up and he's taking a drink of water, but he looks like he's standing on his 2 feet. So
that's certainly a good sign for both Cutter and
Mills,
Wolverines.
Quick pass.
Oh, dangerous. Please.
He caught that.
No.
No, I thought Griswold caught that.
No, that was.
Great effort. But unfortunate turnover.
And that, it's so tough at this level. You even see it at the pros. They want to make that catch. They want to get that in. But on a play like that, if you've got 2 defenders behind you in the ball, it's a jump ball like that, you got to swat it down.
I seen it bounce up in the air like 2 times. I thought it fell into the hands of Griswold, but unfortunately it did not.
No, on a 2-1 there, Griswold couldn't bring that back in. So Windham will take over at their own 18-yard line here. It'll be 1st and 10. So, again, it's going to be important how Griswold responds to this interception.
Right. I mean, I'll tell you what, one thing Griswold wants to do is possibly cause a turnover down here deep in
100%.
this territory. So that's the one thing they should look for here. And it looks like, is that Rodriguez again up the middle?
Yeah, that sure is. Number 44, Aisel Rodriguez.
He's not just big, he is very fast.
He is a very athletic running back here for the Whippets. And as we've seen, he is a nightmare to tackle once he's got a head of steam behind him.
I mean, he single-handedly can just wear defenses down, mentally and physically.
Yeah, as a player on the line, it's got to start wearing on you time after time, knowing that every time you see 44 coming at you, it's 4, 5, 6, 10 yards.
Yeah, and that'll wear on your mind.
2nd and 5 here for the Whippets.
And they're going with him again. And again.
Yeah, outside.
That's a 1st down.
That looks like he's going to be short, just about a yard on that one. But again, not a problem for the Whippets because they know put the ball in 44's hands and you're going to convert.
Exact. Except 4th and 2 and the the one time.
The one time it didn't work out.
That's all right. He can make up for it right now.
Yeah.
He can make up for it right now.
3rd and short here for the Whippets.
Chapman deep to the right, out wide. Oh, they're going to give him the forward progress on the play. He did get pushed back behind the line of scrimmage, but it looks like they got the 1st down.
Hey, that was a quarterback keeper there by number 8, Darian Jenkins. So switching it up a little bit, letting Jenkins keep it for that 1st down, gets them a fresh set here. 1st and 10 from their 28-yard line.
Yep, and here we are, a minute and 48 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and got a 2-score lead for Windham.
Yeah, and this is what the Wolverines don't want to let the Whippets do, which is grind the clock.
Exactly.
Oh, that's again 44 up the middle.
I'll tell you, if you look, I mean, I think Griswold is kind of outsized there. If you look at the middle linebackers, it's not against them, but it's just they don't have that quite size for that power of number 44. So
definitely a mismatch there on the line that's letting him leak out there. But again, as we've said, it's coming. why not try something different to see if you can get your guys in the middle some help and at least try to contain them, even if they got them to only get 2-3 yards a time.
Exactly,
that would be a huge improvement.
Yep. There he goes again.
Rodriguez again, just barreling up the middle, another 10 yards.
He can cut. He can cut very quick too.
Yeah.
He's not just a bulldozer. He can cut left, cut right, and do it quickly.
There is no doubt he is a very, very athletic back here.
He's like a tailback and fullback all in one.
2nd and 1 coming up for the Whippets. Again, we're getting down though. Only 30 seconds left in the quarter. And I don't know, if you start going into the 4th quarter down 2 scores, you don't want to hit that panic button if you're the Wolverines, but
right. It gets tougher and tougher. They've got to load the box up. They got to load the box up.
And they let Jenkins slip through on a quarterback keeper. Absolutely can't let that happen.
Touchdown saved by number 5 there. That's Jackson Fleming. Saved the touchdown on the play, but either way, we'll Windham deep into Griswold territory, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter.
So we are here going into our final quarter of the game here. Windham 28, Griswold 14. We'll be right back.
Strain Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Is it safe to visit the dentist? In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Welcome back to Windham, Connecticut. We are here at Windham High School where we have the Windham Whippets 28, Griswold Wolverines 14. We are down to our last 12 minutes of football here. And after that quarterback keeper there by number 8, Darian Jenkins for the Whippets, they have a 1st and 10 at the Wolverine 30-yard line, Sean.
I don't want to say it now, but it is the 4th quarter, and the window of opportunity is getting smaller and smaller.
It's shutting down here on the Wolverines.
Number
3,
Chapman,
on his feet way longer than he should have been. Gonna bring it all the way down to about the 6-7 yard line. And Sean, we were talking about it during the break. These Wolverines are tired.
They're very tired. Yeah, I mean, there's a very powerful backfield of Windham here, and they're really putting it to them. And they just can't find an answer right now to stop it. And but I'll tell you what, I hate to say it like I said before, they're 6 yards away from pretty much being a ball game.
Yep.
So let's dig deep. You got to dig deep.
Big goal line stance here for the Wolverines.
Jenkins up the middle on a keeper, stuffed.
Yeah, they're going to drive him back there. Looks like he's only going to get to about the 5-yard line for forward progress. Bring up 2nd and goal, and that's what they have to do 3 more times here. Keep the Whippets out of the end zone.
I think they just wanted to tease Griswold right there. We're just going to throw a small guy, but guess who's coming next?
Yep, bigger 44 Rodriguez. And why not? It's worked so well tonight. Might as well keep running the hot hand.
They're probably just giving a breather.
2nd and goal here. Let's see what the Whippets have dialed up. No, they're going to give
the big man. Yeah, he's in. Is he in? He's in.
He
That's
is
Rodriguez. Well,
Now you're hitting that panic button when you're with the Wolverines.
Exactly, yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, they might be out of it mentally a little bit. Mentally shot.
It does look like, again, even though Griswold has the bigger squad, like we said at the start of the half, they have about 13, 14 more players suited up. It looks like it's been a long night for these young men on the line.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, if you want to take one positive thing out of here for Griswold, is the way they came out of that second half.
Yeah.
And they put Windham back on their heels.
Yep.
So they show you that they can do it.
Yeah, it's in them.
Exactly.
It's in them. Extra point kick is good. Brings the score. Wyndham 35, Griswold 14 with 10:30 left in the game.
All right, yeah. I mean, all Griswold can do right now is just start making positive things happen.
Yep.
And you might not win the game, but hey, we still got a whole season ahead of us.
That's true. It's time to dust off the trick plays, all the things that you practice, and you say, we'll never use this in a game. Now's the time to do it.
Absolutely.
Have a little fun.
Exactly.
Now, I expect to see Mills here probably go to the air a little bit more than we have seen him, though Griswold hasn't been afraid of passing at all this game.
No, not at all. Exactly. And I'm wondering, I think it's too early to do it, but do they bring the backup quarterback in now? Get
some reps.
Get some reps.
Yep.
And you don't want to risk injury on possibly Mills or something like that.
Yep. No, that's definitely got to be running through Coach Wilcox's mind. We'll see what he does here as we get set for the kickoff.
It's a smart thing to do, but as a head coach, it's very hard to just kind of give in, but
it's almost like admitting defeat.
It's hard.
And no coach wants to do that.
No, but
Stinger up the middle here, corralled by number 14, Brennan Hopkins. He'll return it up the middle. He's still on his feet and gets out to about the Griswold 40-yard line.
And just the way he ran the ball there, every player on that team should have that same attitude.
Yeah, play to the whistle.
Fight for every inch of that field.
You start, your coaches tell you that in Pee Wee football, and you're going to hear it all the way through the pros if you make it. Play to the whistle.
Exactly.
So we'll have a 1st and 10 here from the 40-yard line from Griswold. And it looks like they still got their starters out here on the field, Sean.
Yep. They got Mills at quarterback, Hopkins, D'Amico. I don't think that Cutter's back in the game.
I was just going to say, do we see number 1 out there? His night might be done given what happened to him.
And smart.
100%.
Oh, wait, there is Aiden Cutter. Just with the reception.
He got out of all of our view.
Yeah,
even
back.
The secondary.
Yeah. You know what? I bet he begged the coach to come back in the game.
I'm sure. He's played with so much heart tonight. That was a great reception for Aiden Cutter. 5 yards brings up 2nd and 5 here for the Wolverines.
32. All right, just got an update from Killingley. Killingley up 32-26. Is that the final? That is the final. So Killingley,
what a comeback for
victory.
Killingley.
Yeah, looks like Sheehan just had the upper hand on them the whole game, and
man,
they turned it around.
Hats off to them. That was impressive.
So watch out, Killingley, because Sheehan is a very tough
They are a
team.
very good team. As Griswold knows, their opener was against Sheehan, which unfortunately was a 47-6 loss for the Wolverines.
Correct.
And the Whippets jumped off sides on that 2nd and 5. That will give the Wolverines a 1st down. So good movement down the field here for the Wolverines.
Oh, a little hitch and go to Hopkins.
Big pass is he going to get?
So this is a problem that I've seen all night. It's not a knock on him, but he's kind of slowed his route down.
Yes.
He's turning his head too quickly, and he's slowing down, and that's been a problem tonight.
It's important. You got to run to where the quarterback's expecting you to be, because he was about 2 yards short of where Mills threw that ball.
Exactly.
And that was a good pass.
It was. That's what you want to lead your receiver.
Yeah.
You don't want your receiver stuck there waiting for the ball.
100%.
Not with the way these guys cover.
No. That's not going to work for you. Yep. All right, 2nd and 10 here. Again, Mills in the shotgun.
Cutter and Hopkins going out wide. It's going to be thrown to Cutter.
Oh, they're going to call interference on that one.
Absolutely. That's 21. Julian Cruz on the, it's going to be interference. Too bad there's not the spot foul.
Yeah, again, I know that would have been beautiful and a shot in the arm for the Wolverines here.
He said they'd get 10 yards, I believe.
And I believe the last DPI was against Cruz, too, when we had it over here on the near side. So,
and it's weird that they got such, their coverage has been amazing. They've been on them right tight. They don't have to really.
No, there's no need for it. And again, it's just a simple matter to not get called on that. All you got to do is turn around and play the ball. You can't be in the defender's face, and even worse, you can't be looking at or not looking where the ball is, because that's an easy call for the referee all day long.
Exactly.
So that'll bring the ball down to the Whippets 39-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wolverines here. And again, marching down the field, have some momentum, but again, probably not enough time left on the clock to overcome a 3-score deficit.
Correct, but let's keep the game sharp. That's D'Amico with the draw play, the sophomore. A couple sophomores on the field tonight. You got center number 50, Max Gray.
And that was
in 21, Jackson D'Amico. A couple of sophomores. Jackson is limping off the field as he took a hard hit to the thigh.
Yeah, 51, Mackay Fowler wrapped him up there, lost his helmet in the process, but once he got a hold there of his leg, he was not letting him go.
Yep.
5 yards on that play will be 2nd and 5 for the Wolverines. Under 9 minutes left to play in the game.
That's one thing about Griswold. A lot of youth, a lot of sophomore, including Kiki Boyce. I mean, they're going to be a force for the next few years and get better and better each year. Colby Mills, I believe he's a junior, so he'll be returning as well.
Yeah, if you look at their roster, a lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores on it. So the future looks good for the Wolverines.
Very good. That pass a little behind Hopkins. Going to bring up 3rd down in about 6, 7. See if we can make this game look a little bit better on paper.
Well, like we said, they went to the passing game here, and they've had some success on it, either through some great receptions or through some DPI calls. But any way you can get the yards, you'll take them.
Yeah, keep trying to force that interference call.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, we got Cutter out to the right.
Oh, beautiful number 4.
He's going to be short of 1 yard. That's Aiden. That's DeGiacomo. Aiden DeGiacomo on his first reception in the ball game. Another sophomore who is, I tell you what, very dangerous.
Yes.
And he's going to be someone to watch over the next couple of years.
That was that beautiful play, beautiful pass there by Mills. Gets him right down around, God, looks like he was pushed out maybe around the 1 or 2 yard line. So Griswold here with an opportunity to punch it in and get some more points on the board.
It's good to see him out here. He is dangerous.
Oh, man, that ball is right on the 1 foot line.
And I love the way he tried to fight that extra yard.
All right, 1st and goal for the Wolverines.
Looks like
pitch back.
Cutter?
Yeah, that is Cutter, and he is in for the touchdown.
On that drive, you can't ask for anything better.
Nope.
Run and pass. Pass fell short a few times, but got the interference call and got that good pass on the crossing route up to DeGiacomo to the 1 yard line, and it goes.
And like you said, Griswold here putting together some good drives, mixing it up with the run game and the passing game here to get some points.
Exactly.
Just needed to happen a little sooner in the ball game to affect the outcome.
And I want to see an onside kick here. Let's keep
100%.
Going. Let's keep going.
Like I said, dust off that playbook. They're going for 2 again on this one.
That's DeGiacomo. He's got the speed.
Is he going to? Oh, and he sneaks it in on the corner there for the 2 points. With 7:58 left here in the game, we have Windham 35 and Griswold is at 22. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back for the kickoff here in a second on SNSN Sports.
Is it safe to visit the dentist? In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
You buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
School's back in session and it's time for a pop quiz. True or false? Insurance coverage is all the same and it doesn't matter where you buy it. False. True or false? The best kind of insurance is the cheapest you can find. False. True or false?
And we're back here at Griswold versus Windham here, getting set for the kickoff. Griswold put together a great drive to get 8 points on the board here, and looks like, Sean, they are setting up for an onside kick.
That's all, yeah, going to have to do. I mean, it's only 13 points down, but there is 7 minutes, 58 seconds left, which, like I said before, it's got to be a flawless, and that's got to roll more.
Yeah, didn't get the yardage that he needed there. Scooped up by big number 53, Luis Polino on that one.
And unfortunately, that unsuccessful onside kick puts them in Griswold territory.
That is the risk of doing the onside kicks. If they're not successful, you're definitely giving the other team some great field position, which, again, Windham on your side of the field is not an ideal situation that you want to face. Again, with 44, Rodriguez just barreling up the middle at you all night long.
Exactly. So now what Griswold's got to do now, the only thing to do is start swatting that ball away from him.
Yeah, get in there, try to punch it loose, get a recovery.
That's it. Because I think Windham's going to keep it on the ground. I mean, why shouldn't they?
100% start grinding this clock down and walk away and start thinking about the next game. And it goes back to a big 44 Rodriguez. He is up the middle, gain of 7-8 yards.
Yep.
Give him 7 on that one. And the clock running here, down below, almost 7:30 left in the quarter.
I think they're going to take the play clock down every time. So either way, swat it. You got to swat it. Don't worry about how many yards it gets. Just get that ball.
Try, even if that means standing them up, not letting them down while one of your teammates tries to get it out, it's definitely worth trying to get that rip right now. 2nd and 4. And that'll be a keeper for Jenkins. He gets the outside. And he's in the secondary and finds another gear in for the touchdown. Windham, 2 plays, 6 points.
He just got out of the grass. At the line of scrimmage from DiGiacomo. Got away from him, made a couple cuts, and with that speed, and nobody's stopping him.
He is, again, Jenkins, another player that once he gets in the secondary is just dangerous for these defenses.
Yep.
Because he had 3 Wolverines around him as he was running in, but like you call it, Sean, he just had some nasty cuts to be able to find the end zone.
And Windham is doing all this, and again, I say number 2, Francisco Alvarado on the sidelines the whole game. That's another huge weapon.
Yep.
That could cause a lot of problems for Griswold. So.
Yep.
But hey, Windham's no joke this year. They're a solid football team and about to go 3-0 on the season.
Yeah. And we have a timeout on the field.
That's quarterback, second string quarterback Jenkins.
Yeah. So he'll come over there, and we'll reset here for the kick. Yeah, Sean, like you said, if this game holds up, and I have no doubt with it being 41-22 here with under 7 minutes left, Windham will start 3-0 here, winning their first 3 games against Notre Dame, New London, and here against Griswold tonight. That's got to be huge for these young men.
Absolutely. Yep. And I'm looking at the roster here for Windham, and they got quite a bit of key players that are still young players. So
that extra point is good for number 3, Deshaun Chapman. That'll bring us now under 7 minutes. Windham 42, Griswold 22. We'll take a quick break here on SNSN Sports.
You buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy
School's back in session and it's time for a pop quiz. True or false? Insurance coverage is all the same and it doesn't matter where you buy it. False. True or false? The best kind of insurance is the cheapest you can find. False. True or false? Working with a local agent can help you navigate all your specific coverage needs while finding a competitive price for free. True. Don't let yourself fail when it comes to your insurance. Call, email, chat us online today. Our qualified staff can walk you through the process, find the coverage that's right for you, and the discounts you qualify for. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Welcome back here. Windham kicking off after another quick score.
That's going to be kicked to Josh Turner.
And he's going to return it here.
Looking for a little opening.
Oh, he cut up the middle. Oh, 71 held him down, and 7 finished him off there. 71 Mackenzie Vilche and number 7 Nicholas Blanco.
Might be seeing some of the younger guys come in now.
Yep. For Windham here. And like you said before we went to the break, Sean, I did a quick count. Windham's got 14 suited freshmen here on the team.
Yep. And from remembering their youth years, the last couple of years, they've been a very solid program. So watch them to be a factor in this league for the next few years.
Yeah, always helps to have young talent cycling through, and it's paying off for the Whippets tonight.
Yep. And look says Colby Mills is still in the ball game at quarterback.
Yep, 13 sitting there ready for the shotgun. We'll see what Griswold's got dialed in. They're going to go to the air. Oh, Cutter's wide open. Well, flag is on the field. We'll see.
Nobody was next to each other, so I don't.
Yeah, that's definitely not a DPI call, but
no.
Let's see what the call on the field is. But Cutter was wide open and easily in for the score.
What a gorgeous pass, too. It looks
it was beautiful.
Looks like it's coming back by Cutter's reaction.
Yeah, he is a little exasperated.
Now we got clapping.
We're going through the gamut of the emotions, Sean.
The guy that caught it is upset, and the linemen over here for Griswold are excited.
Defensive holding, that is going to not be taken by Griswold. The result will be the touchdown standing. And
that's a 60-yard touchdown pass by Colby Mills.
And again, we keep saying this, that, the game's out. But you get quick scores like that and keep it within a 2-score game here.
Exactly.
You still got a chance, and both teams with all 3 of their timeouts here in the second half.
I know, but it comes down to Griswold cannot stop that up the middle run.
Yeah,
it's a clock killer.
Exactly. They've got to find some way to contain Rodriguez if they're going to have a chance here.
And this is one of the things that Griswold's going to have to take into the next couple of weeks and really work on, because they're going to see big backs and strong backs, and they're going to work that middle. So you got to figure out how to stop it. Here's Josh Turner.
Oh, wow.
A second effort.
Nice. 2 Whippets thought they had him. Slow getting up there. We got 67. 67.
2 down on a play for Windham.
Yeah, 67's back up. Looks like 44.
33 Morey looks like he's shaking up as well. And Rodriguez.
I think it looked like they all kind of hit each other trying to go for the runner on that one. Ultimately, he's able to escape, and a 2-point conversion is good. Brings the score, Windham 42, Wolverines 30. 6:36
It's a 12-point
left.
ball game.
Yeah,
these 2-point conversions are becoming huge.
It is. It's keeping the Wolverines, I don't want to say in the game, but it's keeping them on the fringe.
2 scores. I mean, you see how fast either team can score. Can they stop Windham on the run?
And that's what it's going to come down to. The Wolverines need a stop here if they're going to have a chance.
Can we do the onside kick again?
We're going to find out here.
What I would do is I would kick it as hard as I can right into one of the linemen. Kick it right into them, have it bounce right out of their hands. 100%. It's your best option. I know it's hard to aim a kick, but if you can make that happen, that would be great.
Give it your best shot here.
Yeah.
But it looks like they do get the yardage for the holding penalty on the touchdown play here on the kickoff. So they're going to kick off from the 50, but it looks like they're not going to be attempting the onside here.
You don't. Well, you should, because you don't want them on offense. So even a missed onside kick, the field position would still be in Windham's. Yeah, you got to go for the onside. All right.
Definitely not what
So
you
two
wanna
things
see.
to work on next week in
Yeah.
practice.
Blocking up the middle
Yep.
and onside kicks.
That's it.
Awesome. And I think that will give the Whippets the ball at the 50. And like you said, man, you don't want to give these guys good
No.
field position at all. You had a chance to pin them back.
How
deep in
exciting
their
would
own
that be if
territory.
they pulled off the onside kick? That would.
It would have been exciting. But again, how exciting would it have been if they had a good kick and pinned him down inside the 10? Made him work for it.
Yeah.
We know Rodriguez can run up the middle, but 90 yards, there's a lot of room for mistakes.
True, and if they trap him down there and they get a turnover down there.
Boom,
all
close
kinds.
to it. So,
What if?
yeah. Monday morning quarterbacking at its finest here.
That's right, from the stands of Windham High School.
All right, Windham will have the ball at their 49-yard line, be 1st and 10 for the Whippets, and I don't suspect we're going to see anything but the ball going into the hands of 44 Rodriguez.
That's it. So we're back to ripping it.
Try to stand him up and get the ball out of his hands.
There it
Sure
is.
enough, there it is. Barrels into the secondary.
You can't even see the ball in his arms.
No. No.
He's like carrying a muffin.
He certainly, his coaches certainly have taught him how to cover and protect that football. So
Yep.
I like your idea, Sean, of ripping
Yeah.
it out, but that's going to be a tall order
That is
while
a tall
trying
order.
to bring a big
Yep.
boy down in the open field.
Exactly.
8 yards on that run there for Rodriguez. Bring up 2nd and 2 here for the Whippets. Clock winding down.
Maybe a botched snap Griswold can hope for.
It is a mental game here. Another clean handoff, though, to Rodriguez. Bouncing to the sideline. Oh, touchdown saving tackle by 64, Jack Lewis.
The ref missed a horse collar call there.
He did. That was obvious to us
That
in the
was very
stands up
obvious.
here with the viewpoint. But as me and you both know, Sean, at field level, things can be different. And the
Yeah.
crowd is not happy.
As they should be. As they should. They called it on Griswold.
Fans voicing their displeasure here. But hey,
Either way, it's a positive play. They got good
it
yardage.
It is good yardage, and you know, the officials, you're never going to beat them. It's part of the game. You see it from Pee Wee all the way to the pros.
Absolutely. They're not professionals. They're
Nope. Human like all the rest of
That's
us.
it. But I mean, yes, but come on.
I'm with you, man. That was.
But you're right. Don't give them a hard time. But that was. You missed one.
That's when, as a coach, you just go up and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
could you keep your eyes open a little bit more next time?"
and especially when the game is this close.
Yeah.
It's tight. You got.
Yeah.
You can't miss that one.
Yeah, because that would have been a personal when he given them the ball
And they
just
coulda-
inside the 5-yard line.
And they could have locked this game up.
Yep, 100%. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Whippets here. Sorry.
They got a couple set out to the wide right. I think that's just to open up the middle more.
Yeah, I can't imagine they'll pass here
No.
knowing that an incompletion will stop the
But
clock.
they just take they take two defenders
Yep.
right out of the game.
44
and
up the
that's what you
middle.
get.
Spun around by number 14.
Yep.
That's Brennan Hopkins. Ball popped out at the end there, but Rodriguez was already down, so it'll be 1st and goal at the 6. So if you're the Wolverines, you're taking the positives that you had from this game. You
Exactly.
had some good passing yards, some good running yards, a couple good defensive stance. Like you said, Sean, some things to work on, blocking in the middle, the onside kicks.
Yep.
They're going to be facing Woodstock Academy next on October 4th. Woodstock's sitting at 1-1, 9th ranking in Class M. Got to imagine it's going to be somewhat of a similar game that they've had tonight against
Correct.
the
It's
Whippets.
not. It's definitely not going to be a walk in the park. So they need to sharpen up on everything that they were lacking tonight.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're not a very big team, but they're strong. They're strong. But you can see what size can do to them.
100%. And like we said, lots of positives. Lots of positives from this. Regardless, even if Windham gets the score here, and you know, let's be honest, give it to 44's hands. That was, you know, that last play was a keeper by Darian Jenkins, number 8. You know it's going to go back into 44's hand. They're going to get the touchdown. The score isn't necessarily indicative of how this game went.
No, and Griswold is very, very capable of big plays at any moment.
As we saw with the 60-yard reception and touchdown to Cutter there right before this drive.
Quarterback's got an arm and the receivers are fast, so at any time they can drop 6 on you. Just like we said, got to work on what you got to work on. Jenkins is a keeper.
He's going to keep it again, get another couple yards, bring up 3rd and goal. And Windham just getting the clock round down here. And unfortunately, I think, you know, with 2:50 left in this game, Sean, there's that window, that door, however you want to call it, has shut on the Wolverines.
It has, but Griswold put up 30 points on a very strong Windham team here, so nothing really to be that upset about. I mean, they put up a fight, and if you took the over tonight in this game, you're cashing in. We got a 72-point over.
Oh, where's Mohegan Sun when you need him? 3rd and goal here for the Whippets. And they're facing Stonington on the 4th. Stonington, another team at 1-1, 14th ranked in Class S. Hard to believe that they're going to really pose much of a challenge here for this Whippets team.
Yeah, nothing against Stonington, but you've got your hands full coming into that game. So,
timeout on the field here. We will take a quick timeout here on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football under the lights here, getting down to the last 2 minutes, 12 seconds of this Windham versus Griswold game here. Windham knocking on the door, 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line of the Wolverines.
(21-44) Garcia in the back. It looks like
and
he's walk
just
it in.
like we said, back to Big 44 Rodriguez to punch it in. We knew it was coming.
Exactly.
And the Windham sideline here is going crazy for that.
We'll give him a second here to. So going back on the Stonington game, I'll tell you what, Stonington coaches, if I was them, I would start walking the halls of the school and finding some big linebackers.
That's right, man.
Because don't come into this game with some undersized linebackers.
If you don't have the top 10 biggest kids in that school on the team already, it's time to find them and get them.
Yeah.
Extra point here by Chapman is good. Brings our score here tonight. Windham 49, Wolverines 30.
All right, so here's a bit of advice to the coach, and I'm sure he already knows. Take your starters off the field now.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, the game is out of reach. Both teams at this point should be giving some of the second stringers here some reps, get them some experience in a real game situation. Because you never know when you're going to have a close game and you do have a starter get injured and you need one of them to step up.
For that reason and for the future of the team. And besides, their whole depth, from top to bottom, is strong.
Yeah.
Even their young players are very strong players. So.
And it's definitely not like there's a lack of suited players on either the Whippets or the Wolverines here. Again, like we said, Windham's got 13 suited freshmen, and, the Wolverines have just about the same. It helps get, those freshmen and sophomore, it helps getting them in these games, even if they don't play anything but blowouts. the next years when they become juniors and seniors,
Yep.
it's going to help them be prepared.
Absolutely. So we got DeGiacomo, the sophomore, back there. Still got Aiden Cutter deep, which is what it is.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Sean. I'd give him a break.
And then you got senior Josh Turner returning the ball.
He's going to try. Oh, nice. Nice juke up the middle. He has some blocking. Trying to go to the far sideline.
Yeah.
But roped up there by, I didn't catch the Windham. I think it was number 11 there. Jensen Romez Martinez got down to the 40-yard line there.
I'll tell you what, Josh Turner, he took a little too long to turn on the Jets.
Yep.
He had some wide openings there, and he just hesitated.
He had a couple lanes.
You got to go, and that's what Wyndham's good at.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know they're fast.
Yes.
They're going to fill those holes very quickly. So if you see them, you can't think about it. You just go.
You got to bolt.
And again, you got to wonder, how much has Wyndham gotten in their head tonight with their speed and their athleticism already in this game?
All right, so this is what I don't understand. We still got the starting quarterback in. You still got Cutter Turner.
Yeah,
no
I'm
real
with
need
you,
for
Sean.
that.
I'm not sure I agree with this. Pass to, that's
That's
to Cutter.
Cutter.
Loses it out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Wolverines, get them about 9 yards on that reception.
I mean, they got a big game next week, I believe, like you said, Woodstock, right?
So they are going to be, Woodstock Academy, like I said, it's in 1-1. But they are ranked ninth in Class M.
So if the game's not winnable right now.
Save the health. I know you got a week to rest up and get ready for it, but, I mean, having played football.
But that's why we're up here and we're not coaching.
Right? But we both know, though, as playing football, even 3 minutes of non-game time can mean a lot for your body.
Yeah. It's unwinnable at this point, unfortunately. Not taking anything away from a tough game that they fought for, but.
2nd and 1 here for the Wolverines at the halfway or at the 50-yard line.
Mills going deep.
Another pass, no one home.
Looks like it was intended for number 14, Brendan Hopkins, just overthrown and a little bit behind. But Griswold, they want to punch it back in. That's their attitude right now, and that's.
Hey, you got to give it to them.
Yeah.
You know, they're grinding it out. They could also, Sean, just want to be working on their passing game too, because that's for me anyway, that's the only other reason I can think of keeping your starters in. Give them some experience again, so when you do need the passing game in a close game, that everyone's on the same page. Because clearly that route was not what Mills was expecting it to be when he threw it.
Yeah, and the routes have been a little bit off tonight.
They haven't been crisp at all.
Or run correctly, so. But do that at practice. Oh, here we go. Mills
Another
deep
one
to Cutter.
To Cutter. Oh, broken up there by number 8. That's Darian Jenkins.
It was in the double coverage. I'll tell you what, if anybody can catch it with a double coverage, that's Aiden Cutter.
100%.
But great defense by Windham right there.
Unfortunately on that, though, Jenkins is down.
Now the same thing. That's your starting quarterback this game. Why is he in the ball game?
Right. There, even if they scored on that, the game is still well in hand. We have an injury timeout on the field. We will step away for a quick second. SNSN Sports. Welcome back here to Griswold versus Windham here. Minute 35 left in the game. That last play, number 8, Darian Jenkins, slow to get up and walk off the field. His night is probably done.
Griswold not wanting to give up. Going to go for this 4th down.
4th and 1 from
It's going to be a
half
draw
field.
play to Turner. Fighting for.
Oh,
He got it.
I think he got it. 7 on the Whippets there. Nicholas Blanco tried to wrap him up, but he got away from him. Big 51 there. Macaulay Fowler did bring him down, but not before he did get the first down.
And Griswold using timeouts, too. This coach is up. He's mad.
Oh,
He's mad.
There's something's going on, man, that we're not privy to over there.
Someone's got it out for somebody.
Oh, man. So timeout taken by the Wolverines with 1:22 left. All right, and we're back after that timeout here. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines.
Fresh set of downs. Mills firing it out. That's to number 5. Jackson Fleming for another first down.
And he did get out of bounds again to stop the clock. And neither team here are really wanting to concede at the end of the game here.
Griswold wants to put those last points on the board. Windham wants to stop him. in a pretty much pointless, meaningless
it's
at this point game right now.
It's one of those things where we hope it doesn't backfire
Exactly.
and knowing that
Nobody
they
gets
really
hurt.
gets hurt.
Aiden
Cutter, no, that's is that 1 or 4?
That
is 1. That is Cutter there. Another beautiful reception.
So Wyndham's playing a very loose defense on him right now, and that's to keep the ball inside the middle of the field and kill the clock.
Yep.
But they got to tighten it up a little bit now if they don't want Griswold to score.
Yep. 1st and 10 from the 19 here.
Ball
Another
batted by Garcia Rodriguez.
Tipped at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, 44. Who else?
Yeah.
He can do everything on both sides of the ball, man.
Somebody better get the ice bath for this poor guy.
Oh, my God, right? He has definitely played his all. I don't think there's been one snap, maybe a couple on offense where he took a breather, but, man, he's been playing a lot here tonight.
That's right.
2nd and 10 from the 19 for the Wolverines. 42 seconds left. Mills back to pass.
To Turner.
Met immediately by 51, Macaulay Fowler.
Yeah.
Another time out for Griswold. They'll have 1 left here. 34 seconds left in the game.
I don't know. I don't want to say it, but this is kind of weird. We're 19 points. I don't want to.
You know, is what it is at this point. Like I said, you got to admire the tenacity, the grit both teams are showing. Again,
it's
hoping for
reward.
the best.
It's a risk reward. The risk you're taking for what?
It's
to make a point.
You know, all we can say is we hope it doesn't come down to just making a point. We're hoping, we're getting these young men some experience that they need. But it's going to be. Let's put it this way: if someone gets hurt here in these last 34 seconds, there's going to be questions.
And your young guys are not getting the
they're not
reps
getting
they
the
need to get.
experience. Right.
You're duking it out for nothing right now. And I'm sorry to say that here on the broadcast, Mike.
What? All right, Mills back to pass. Ooh, gets away. Nice on the back
and there it
to
is.
Cutter.
Jaden Cutter.
So if you're Coach Wilcox and your goal is to prove that you have a great chemistry between Mills and Cutter, I think you're done. I think you've proved it.
You got it. Yeah.
That'll be another 6 for the Wolverines here. Brings us to 49-36, 26 seconds left in the game. And we'll see here if the Wolverines here will go for 2 like they have been this second half.
All right. This is the longest 2 minutes in football history.
Yeah, if anyone thought they were getting home early tonight,
Yeah. Watch out, these
not
lights.
happening.
The timed lights don't go out on us.
That extra point is no good. Far to the left.
Now, I'm going to fall out of these stands if I see an onside kick right now. I will fall out of the stands.
We'll see what the Wolverines here have dialed in for 26 seconds left. It is 49-36 to the Whippets.
And if you think about it, I mean, why not?
You've been playing like you've only been down 1 score this whole half. Might as well see it through here.
Let's finish it.
We'll see how the Wolverines line up, but long night. This has been a long game here. We're coming up on almost 9:45.
This could be the highest scoring game of the day.
Maybe that's what they're going for.
Win something.
We said bet the over, but we didn't know what the line was set at. All right, Wolverines coming out onto the field here for the kickoff. I don't see a T. Oh, there it is. Number 13 there, Kobe Mills.
Looks like a lot of the young players have come in for Windham, I believe. We got number 12 out there. That's Nikolai Torres. Haven't seen him tonight.
No.
And balls deep. That's Chapman still out there. Deshaun Chapman back to deep.
Favorable bounce for Griswold.
And they're picking it up and running it.
Oh, my Lord. So that's number 21,
Is that Torres?
Julian Cruz.
Smart move.
Yep.
Smart move.
Yeah. Run it.
Let's
run
take
it
a
to the
knee.
Side, take a knee, and call this one a wrap.
Yep. Good fought battle, both teams. Windham obviously having the upper hand with the stronger running game and those fast backs around the outside.
But again, got to credit the Wolverines. At halftime, it looked like it was going to be all Whippets all day long. But they stormed back, and they put 30 points on the board in this second half.
It's true. So that's a nice message to any team playing Griswold. You better be ready to fight to the end.
That's
And
right.
I mean the end.
That's right. It's 17 seconds, man. We'll see what happens.
No matter how much you're up by or what, they're gonna fight you.
Hey, they're here to play 48 minutes
That's
of football, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's a good trait.
And it looks like Windham here, they are going to clock it.
All right.
And that should do it here. Time will expire. Final score is going to be the Whippets 49, the Wolverines here 36. We'll be back for our post-game wrap-up here on SNSN Sports. And we're back here. Sean, final thoughts on this very gritty battle between two teams that were not giving up.
Extremely strong first and most of the second quarter by Windham. Then Griswold gets that score at the end of the second quarter. Come back, firing out second half. Looks like everything's going back in their favor as they're moving the ball easier. Windham put a stop to it quickly and never looked back from there.
100%. So, again, if you're Stonington and you're watching this film, what are you getting ready for? I mean, I think I know what you're going to say.
A bulldozer.
Yeah, 44 there, Aziel Rodriguez. Be on the lookout for him because he is going to roll over you all day long.
I'll tell you what, he's like I said, he's going to need an ice bath after tonight. He must have ran over 30 times. And on defense, he was just as strong. So
yeah. And on the other side, if you're Woodstock Academy and you're watching this film, what are you preparing for going up against the Wolverines?
A lot of speed. They've got to watch number one at all times. Yep. They've got a quarterback in Mills that can throw the long ball and put 6 on the board at any time. So they've got some secret weapons that they've really got to watch out for. And don't forget about the 2 sophomores, Jackson D'Amico and Aiden DiGiacomo, which are going to be forced to come with.
Yep. So that'll do it for our broadcast here tonight. Once again, final score, the Whippets 49, the Wolverines 36. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on SNSN Sports. We will see you next time. Good night, folks.